And that is effectively they should then be able to say, right, this is your moving date, this is completion date, book your moves. So, hopefully, touch wood, everything works out all right.
So yeah, fingers crossed. Keep us updated, Rob. It's a no,
Oh, I
no
will
good.
do.
It's no but a bad head. But like you say, if you've got to rely on other people, it's so frustrating. Anyway, we're
Yeah.
live anyway. So hello, Rob and his dog. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks, Stu. And the Beastie Boy is just bear with me a sec, mate. I'm just trying to work out how to there it is. Turn the volume down on there. Yeah, right, yeah. So are you coming to say, Stuart? Come on then, up you
Where's he
come.
at?
Up you come. He was hiding under the desk, Stu.
Hello, Bounty. I can see the sun shining on your head. It looks nice and bright down there.
It's pissing down there. It's
Oh
been
dear me.
pissing down for the last 2 weeks.
Hello, Bounty.
Oh, are you going to talk to Stuart? Come on,
Bounty, where
let's
you at,
turn you
sunshine?
round. Let's turn you round, our big guy. There you go. Can you see
Bounty.
Stuart?
Hey, aye,
Can you
son.
see Stuart?
Bounty.
There's Stuart.
How you doing? Are you a good boy?
Well, his tail's hammering away
Are
against the
you a good boy,
radiator at the
Bounty?
moment.
Are you a good boy, Bounty? Yes, a good
He's
lad.
a very good lad. Are you saying hello? Are
Hello,
you saying
Bounty.
hello to Stuart? Was it Thursday evening? I said, we might have a stream because it's normally the Let's Get Carried Away show. And he ran through to the office, jumped in the chair and sat looking at the screen as if to say, well, come on then.
He knows the score. I was gonna do a show on Thursday. I just didn't have any energy
Yeah.
mentally
No,
and
I,
physically.
I guessed that. I guessed that, mate.
Being to work as well, feeling like crap. So what energy I did have, I just didn't have anything at all.
Yeah.
But you just get rid of a bloody cold, and then another one comes along.
Yeah.
Hello, Beaconsfield Mackham. Hello, Gordon Seymour. Cheers for the team lineup. Got it pinned. Hello, Dean. How long Xhaka out for? I don't know. Oh, there's a tester. But it's always going to happen, isn't it?
It is. It is. There's not a lot you can do about it. Um, saying that, we've got the R on the bench, so that's not a bad thing.
You're always going to get it. You're always going to get it. It's. Look, we've done well to last this long.
Yeah.
Without him being missing. It's Keith. How you doing, Keith? These handles are stupid. I'll leave you the hands of Rob 5 seconds. I'm just doing my daughter something to eat. Give us a second.
Not a problem, mate. Good afternoon, everybody. Beaconsfield, Dean, Kingfisher, good afternoon, sir. Beaconsfield, Colin Major, good afternoon, Colin. And Gordon Seymour, I'm just going to repeat what I put in the chat. Snap, because I think we both hit the return key on posting the team news at exactly the same time. So they both appeared virtually simultaneously. Yeah, apparently he picked up an injury on Crystal Palace, an ankle injury last weekend, and the team, the club say he is out for treatment. Whatever the hell that means. I'm just trying to get the live radio coverage up. Seems as me dodgy app's not working. Like Radio 5 then. Do. Yeah, I don't know whether you picked that up where I was saying earlier, Brett, but it's an ankle injury. Picked it up at Crystal Palace last week, and it just said he's out for some rehabilitation. Doesn't say how long. I did see something earlier that suggested it could be up to 9 weeks, which I hope is not the case. Da, da, da. Um, that was Stewart, who said he could be out for up to 9 weeks. Um, so we'll see. But Diarra's on the bench. He's perhaps a good stand-in or a good replacement while he's injured. There's still a good chunk of time he's going to be out for.
I'm with you guys in a second. I'm just sorting me
Yeah.
daughter out something for dinner. So Rob's doing a good job
Cheers,
there.
Stu.
I'll be back in 2 ticks.
Yeah, yeah, I think you might be right, Colin Major. It's one man. Yeah, admittedly, it's Granit Xhaka, but we do have other players that could potentially slot into that role. Maybe not have the same effect as the one man has, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, Cabby and myself have said this many, many times. There are no easy games in the Premier League. It is the best league in the world. And it's going to be an interesting it's going to be an interesting match. I think we'll win 2-1 personally. But it won't be easy. Durham Diver, good afternoon. Yeah, I think it'll be a hard fought win today as well, Durham Diver. It's a massive stadium. I mean, I was just listening to what Benno was saying in the commentary on Radio Newcastle commentary there, and it's it's not really a football stadium. It's great as an athletic stadium, but you need a pair of binoculars to see the side of the field from the stands.
Yes, darling.
Good afternoon, Sean. Welcome. Yeah, and I think you're right, Colin. He'll still be there. He'll be in the dressing room. He'll be laying the law down to them as the on-field manager, even though he's not on the field today. Like I say, with Diarra in the subs, we've got a damn fine midfielder sitting on the bench. Admittedly, he's not really played much for us since the first 2 or 3 games of the season through injury. But he's come back, no doubt he's wearing his AFCON winners medal. And Talby will not be very happy about that, I wouldn't have guessed. It is a nice stadium. But as Ben was saying, you tend you're not close. You're not close to the pitch. There's a running track and God knows what else in between you and them. No, to answer Durham Diver, not quite, mate. I'm waiting on one piece of paperwork, which is building control sign off for the work we had done last week. Chasing the man to get that sorted out. And hopefully, we think it'll probably be the 11th of Feb, provided nothing goes horribly, horribly wrong. So, should be back up in the northeast for the middle of February, I would hope.
If I sound funny today, I've got an ulcer on my tongue as well, so I've got to like speak sort of funny with my tongue. It's
Ah,
you know what them little blighters are like. They're painful.
you're in the wars, mate, aren't you?
Just run down. I mean, I can't avoid it because every other passenger that gets in my taxi's ill, especially like young kids. They breathe it like wildfire, don't they?
Oh, they do, they do. And I mean, there's one of the good things that came out of lockdown during COVID was not seeing anybody and never getting a cold. I think I went for something like 3 years without a cold.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you go into the office for one day and you're dying for the next 2 weeks recovering from a bad cold.
Certainly is. It certainly is.
You're right, Durham Diver. The Scottish system is far more sensible. It it's just the fact that until the contracts are actually exchanged, that it can all go wrong. And I was just saying to Cabby the other day, the bottom of the chain is starting to jump up and down. Well, I think they're bluffing. I think they're just trying to get somebody to pay their rent for an extra few weeks. But they're threatening to pull out if they haven't got paperwork by Tuesday. Well, see how it goes. If I haven't got the paperwork, they're not going to get it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's a headache. Life would be boring, wouldn't it, if everything was just easy?
Oh, it would. It would. Good afternoon, John Bell. Yeah, Beaconsfield Mackem, it is a big bloody stadium. And as you say, you get your steps in plus some, I would guess. Um, yeah, you can just imagine trying to walk from the knees downwards, trying to find a bog in the London Stadium, can't you?
I'd be happy with a draw today, like.
Yeah, I think we'll win 2-1 personally, but it's not going to be an easy game, made less easy by Xhaka's absence. But saying that, it's also weird that they seem to be playing 4-4-2 as well for a change.
I know.
Not the usual Sunderland lineup. It's normally a 5-4-1, but we shall see. We shall see. Perhaps he's feeling confident that West Ham's defence is pants, which is probably not too far off the mark, actually. I don't think West Ham have conceded every. I did read this somewhere earlier on. They've conceded 12 headed goals this season.
Yeah, I know.
And they haven't kept a clean sheet in any of their 17 Premier League games under Nuno Espirito Santo. So, they're a bit leaky at the back.
It'll be a test. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't just be a one-man team. Do you know what I mean? I
No.
believe this match is on TNT as well, isn't it? Absolute pain in the backside.
Yeah. Funnily enough, Radio Newcastle are not broadcasting on the internet.
Well, we'll soon see, Rob, because I mean that's as reliable as friggin'
Yeah. It's on Five Live.
trying to buy a
Yeah.
new house.
It's on Five Live anyway. The Radio
Um,
Newcastle coverage is on Five Live.
Is it?
Yeah. It's on the BBC. If you when you go onto the BBC to look at the match, the game stuff, it says watch and listen. Well, it's listen anyway, but it'll be Five Live. And I'm sure it was Benno and Barnsley that were doing the commentary. So
Oh, so it's on Five Live.
yeah, I think so. Certainly, if it's on the Beeb, let's have a look. It says Radio Newcastle, but Radio Newcastle
Oh
says,
no, Five Live's got Burnley, Tottenham.
"All right,
I know, it's Talksport 2 has got the coverage.
all right, okay." Yeah, it's just on the BBC, sports page for the game. It says "Listen Live," which is BBC Radio Newcastle
Aye,
coverage.
aye.
But if you go to BBC Radio Newcastle, it says not online. So
It's all over the place. Give us 2 seconds. I'm just
yeah,
giving my daughter some tea.
I think there's one message there for you, Stu, in the chat.
Sorry, mate, I missed that. What was that, Rob?
Yeah, I think there's a message specifically for you in the chat, mate.
Um,
In a Chronics 9947.
I'll have to catch up on that chat. Hold on, so if I can find it. Must be quite a way back, is it?
No, it's about 7 or 8 up from the bottom.
Oh, for God's sake, Andy's in again, isn't he? He's not letting that lie, is he? Do you know, it was exhausting that day as well. 7 hours because the cable was plugged in the wrong bloody port.
Yeah. Blade Viking. Jacques is injured, got a duff ankle. Could be out for up to 6 to 9 weeks.
So you've not been online, Andy, mate. I've just not been well, just feeling just totally run down. And I've got in from work and I've just not had the mental energy to go on my gaming PC because I do like relaxing on my gaming PC as well.
Yeah,
I've just not been up to it.
I think, Cabby's pinned the. This is for Neil Fleury, listening in from Japan. The team's pinned at the top of the chat, mate.
I have got this the team as well on the stream. You can see it on there.
Yeah, it's Rolfs, Ronaldo, Alderetti, Ballard, Mukiele, Mundle, Lafay, Siddiqui, and Hume in midfield. Hume's wearing the captain's armband because Shaka's injured, and we're playing Robbie and Mayenda up front.
Robbie and Mayenda up front.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, Blade Viking. And we've got Diarra sitting on the bench. Our record signing. And I wonder if he'll feature in the second half at any point.
Hey, we've got a stranger. We've got a stranger joining us now.
Ah, good afternoon, Richie. How the devil, sir?
He's on mute. Hello, Richie. Your microphone's on mute, my good lad. Is he back? Is he back? We'll get Richie sorted with his microphone. He'll have a look. But great to see Richie back, though, isn't it?
It is brilliant.
Sorry about that, gents.
Hello, Richie. It's
yeah.
great. It's great to see you back, mate. And you're looking well. This is what the thing is with this channel. The doors are always open. It doesn't matter what guns on. The doors are always, it can shut, but there's no lock on it. It's always open. Welcome to come back. Good to see you, mate. You all right?
I'm doing very well. Honestly, it's unbelievable to be back. Like I've missed being on here. I missed having a chat with you and everybody in chat as well. So I've had to take some time out. Life gets to it all, and it's hard to juggle a few things at once. And then sometimes, you just can't do it anymore. But anyway, I'm back, and I'm very happy to be back.
Excellent.
And we've all said if you need to take a break or anything like that, I mean, you just come and go as you please. Your mental health, your mind, your own personal life has to come first, and it's the same with anybody. It's the same with Rob. If he's getting stuff done in his house, there'll be times where he won't make it, and your own life comes first. To hell with this channel. You know what I mean? You've got to sort your life comes first. The same with me as well. If I'm not well, or I've not done any videos all week because I've been feeling like crap. So you've got to put yourself first.
You do.
It is, aye. And it is mental health, and I'm not ashamed to admit that I've had mental health since I was in my teenage years, and then sometimes in adulthood, the more stresses and strains and everything that seems to get put on top of you, it just kind of builds up, doesn't it? And then you just eventually explode. But anyway, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm delighted to be back today. I'm gutted Jacka's out today. Obviously, he's out for 3 to 6 weeks from what I saw. It's an ankle injury. But I think it's an absolute great opportunity for Trey Hume to step up. I think he's been a leader at this club, like the likes of Ballard, as well, who deserve a captaincy. But hopefully we won't miss Jacka too much. Sure, Trey Hume will do a fantastic job of, leading the way for us on the pitch. But again, just touching on Dan Neil, like I said in a couple of comments, Dan Neil, in my opinion, is finished. There's actually a friend of mine whose son is playing at the academy now, and he's in the under-11s at the minute. And he says to me, rumour on the mill is, whether this is true or not, is apparently him and Regis Labrie have had this big bust up, and it's apparently to do with Dan Neil's attitude. I can see his point, though, because obviously he was captain. He's got up, and he's played 2 full seasons where he's played nearly 90 games for in 2 seasons. And then to be kind of saying you're not good enough, kind of putting the back burn. I can see why he would be upset. But at the end of the day, we don't want another SHIT house in our squad, because we had that with Aidan McGeady. Back in McGeady used to pick on all the young players and stuff. We don't need that. Whether he's born and bred up here and he loves the club, whatever. I'm sorry, but if you're going to have an attitude like that, we don't need you, especially in the Premier League. But anyway, that's just my opinion on Dan Neil. So,
yeah, you're not wrong, Rich. You're not wrong. It's sad in a way, but you hardly would put Dan Neil in the same bracket as Granit Xhaka. You just wouldn't. I mean, yes, he served the team well for a couple of seasons as captain, did really well, got us promoted. But at the end of the day, he is not in the same. He's not even on the same bloody planet as Xhaka, let alone the same league. And the club are doing what they need to do. If you want to stay at the club, sign a bloody contract. It's dead simple.
Let's go back in the chat. So Darren Travis says, "Good to see Richie back."
Yes.
There's a few people have always asked for you every now and again, and Rob will back us up. A few people pop in and say anybody news on Richie and stuff. So you're on people's minds, and so people do ask. Philip Tuvey says 2 up front. We might score a handful of goals. Hello Kingfisher. He says please like and subscribe. Neil Fury says Dan Neil definitely on his way based on the squad selection. Black Viking says I think I went to school with Richie.
What's your name?
Yeah, what's your name, Richie? You'll have to put it in the chat.
I don't know any Black Vikings.
Blade Viking, should I say?
Vikings, but Blade, I think black ones.
Blade Viking, my apologies. So what's Richie's prediction today, says Durham?
3-1. We should be
3-1.
taking points from these easily today. Easily.
David Jackson, good to see you. 3-1. Cabby, she says, BGS, like the stream, thumbs up. Afternoon, Cabby Rob, new guy and all. Well, it's actually, he's an old schooler.
Yeah, I was going to say Rich was on this channel before I was, so.
I've just been re-signed as a free agent.
That's it. Just give me 2 secs, guys.
Yeah, no problem. What's the issue with Xhaka, says Bentley? Apparently, he's done his ankle in. Castleview, says Blade. Castleview, says Blade, regarding the same school he went with here, apparently.
Oh, I didn't go to Castleview. I went to Oldham School.
Oh, the posh one.
That wasn't posh, mate. It was rough and ready back then, man. It was the old one before it all got knocked down. Rough as anything.
Oh, we're playing in our black strip. I don't think we've won a game in our black strip.
Aye, that's the point. I can't think if we have, actually.
Hello, Dougie. Hello, Dougie Moderator. He says, hello, Stuart, Rob and Richie. 3-star Reds, how you doing? Just a quick stop by, lads. Wish you well. I'm praying and everything crossed. We are desperate for a Sunderland win today on Trent side. Who have you got, Forrest? Who have you got today? You're playing today? It won't be an easy game. I mean, their tails will be up, West Ham. They won in the Cup. And, of course, they'll be sniffing for blood knowing that Xhaka's out. But he may be out, but his presence is still there. You know what I mean? He's still on the touchline. He's still in the dressing room.
Yeah.
So, you know, just because he ain't playing doesn't mean he hasn't got an influence in the game. I can be sure of you that.
Away to our right as we look down from
3-star Reds, good afternoon.
So they've got that new signing who's playing attacking midfield, Pablo. They've just signed him, West Ham. And they've got that new striker as well who they've just brought in from Italy. I think he played his first game last week. He wasn't very good. So they've got 2 new signings up front today. So
it's every game. I mean, just because West Ham are in the bottom half of the table doesn't give us the right to win. Andy says, anyway, mate, just popped in to the weekly troll. I'm off to go shoot some stuff in Tiger Tank. Give me a belt. Yeah, I'll give you a tinkle, man. I'll give you a sound cheek when I move my stream of it. Yeah, no bother, mate. I'll give you a tinkle later on. That's no problem at all. 3-star Reds. Are you playing Brentford tomorrow? Tricky game. Are you at home? Philip Terry says, I don't think we've scored a goal, let alone one on the black strip. I don't think the colour has anything to do with it, but it just seems that way, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? You wear the black strip, you get beat, but no, it doesn't always work like that, does it?
No. Sean MC says, I ran and won North East County cross country at Castleview back in 1979, says Sean. God, I'd be knackered if I run a bloody back.
Yeah, I wasn't even born then.
So I was an old man then, Richie. No, I think I was still at school. I was still at school then.
I'm just muting the sound at the minute because apparently they've got a song on about having oral sex with Michael Jackson's monkey.
Well, we kicked off. Robin Ruffs is kicking
long
upfield, looking to try and get Mundle onto the ball at the edge of the penalty area. He did, but it's been whipped away
I've just suddenly
by
clicked on. I was
one back on the left.
Shall we say a couple of miles behind on that one, Cabby?
Giving an interview this week saying how much.
So let us know if you can hear the commentary in the background. I've got to have it balanced where the commentary is not overpowering. Just in case of copyright thing, it is a watch along. So the commentary's on in the background, and we will be hushed when the big occasions happen.
Unless you hear us
the ball
screaming.
played up towards Broby, edge of the penalty area, gets into the box, lays it off, trying to slide it back into him was Trey Hume, but it's been knocked back out, and now picked up by
McKaylee, must be ahead of you then.
And he's been forced down towards the corner, and he will throw in the corner. A lot of room for him to run back and take a throw here. I saw him practicing.
Hello, Geordie Groundwater. Good to see you, mate.
One of the coaches was, well, not goading him, but I think was teasing him about the fact.
Are you watching the game, Richie?
Run up here for long
yeah, I'm TNT. Yeah,
so
I'm just putting it on the tablet.
taken a ball off one of the cones, as he always does. He doesn't take the match ball, he takes one from
I'm hoping for a good stream.
instead.
Do you see yours isn't working, Rob, on the stream?
Yeah, I can't get that iStream Ace to work.
Towards the edge of the 6-yard box.
Taking you to a home page that features zero football.
Tipped over the bar by Ariola from Siddiqui.
Nudge, wink, Rob. I'll show
Commentary
you.
is a bit too background, Cabby. What you mean? The commentary's too quiet, is it? Yeah, I've left it a second. I'll be back in a second. I've just got to sort my daughter out with some ice cream. 2 ticks.
Sharp to tip that one over.
Just looking at Siddiqui's role, he's playing like in Xhaka's role, isn't he?
Yes,
he is
so
deeper.
He's going to have to, well, you know what his energy's like, his engine.
What a strike.
So corner from
is that the one that Ariola tipped over the bar?
Yes, Siddiqui, what a heck of a strike, just outside the box.
From Trey Hume, it's headed back by Ballard towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Wan-Bissaka.
Oh, what a save.
Ballard heads it back in.
That was going in under the bar.
Nodded out into midfield by West Ham. Renilda heads it back up towards Mayenda. He got on the end of it, eventually breaks for a West Ham player in front of Michele. And it's turned back to Wan-Bissaka. And he's given the ball away here on the left to Lafay.
Thank you very much.
Bounces off him into touch.
Yes.
It's a throw to West Ham. We're in the 3rd minute. West Ham 0, Sunderland 0. Back to Mavropanos, to Ariola, who's all in yellow. He didn't make a great clearance. It drops
Leeds fan in
towards Siddiqui.
Joining us for the day.
Hooked away by West Ham.
Good afternoon, sir.
Halfway line where Reinildo steers it back to Robin Ruffs. His bright orange.
They're doing all right. The minute Leeds on.
Yeah,
plays it out on this left-hand side.
Down this season. I think Burnley will, but I don't think Leeds will.
Plays it back to Robin Ruffs. No sign of a protest from West Ham fans. You'd never know of any.
As long as they keep Calvert-Lewin fit, I think they've got a very
waiting
good
for the
chance.
15th minute to come in because it looks pretty much full. The stadium. Robin Ruffs plays the ball out to Ballard on the right.
Oh, it's just so good, Rob, to have the full team back. You know what I mean? I hate it when it's split or somebody's injured. I know Xhaka's out, but to have the lads back from that, especially like Ronaldo,
Siddiqui. Yeah, totally agree, mate.
He's a game changer, Falby.
Started his career at West Ham, went to Chelsea then for
quick as hell as well.
And came back to West Ham.
Yeah, it's to be honest, I think through the AFCON period we did all right.
Placing the
one defeat.
Corner of the 6-yard box is Todibo, the
scared the life out of Man City.
International defender. Signed from Nice.
Did all right.
Ariola kicks.
A lot better than a lot of people thought we were going to do through December and early January. And I think the Brentford game would have been a bit different had we had a proper penalty instead of a Panenka.
5th minute of the game. 14th.
I don't know if you've seen the messages. Andrew Moore says hello, Richie. Nice to see you.
5 points clear.
Cheers, Andrew. I haven't got the chat on today, so I will make sure next time. But thank you. I appreciate that.
Comes out to take this free kick. Trey Hume is just alongside him.
Oh, I forgot to do that. Cubby, my apologies,
West Ham
mate. I'll
push
just
out
hit the
quite a
thumbs
long
up because
way
I always forget.
With their defence.
Yeah, spot on.
Ruffs drives this ball up towards the edge of the penalty area. Ballard's gone up and I think he got his head on it.
Yeah, just remember, guys, if you're new to the channel, or if you're in the channel listening, click the thumbs up for Cabby. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. It's free, and it boosts Cabby's viewing numbers. He's not that far short of 5,000 subscribers now. So,
cheers, Rob. Just 81 more subscribers to get to the magical 5,000 mark. So that'll be massive. But thanks. It's a huge team effort anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Plays it back to Todibo.
He's doing well there.
Flicks it to Soucek.
We are all over these, The first 5 minutes, we're all over them.
I know.
There's something wrong there. We're not normally a first 5 minutes team. We're normally after 20 minutes team.
I remember Somerville at Leeds, of course. He was highly thought of there.
Maybe try and kill them off early.
Good seasons with Leeds.
I hope so.
Here in 20,
afternoon, L12.
4 years he was at
Hello, Bong. How you doing, mate? You all right? Gaz says 1-1 Sunderland.
Driven up to the
Kershaw says, come on, Sunderland, our Leeds fans are with you today.
Tati, the Argentinian,
you guys are safe. You guys aren't going down.
But cleared by Sunderland. And it's gone out for a throw to West Ham on the far side.
I'd rather have Leeds in the Premier League than the
Scarles
Brentfords and the Bournemouth.
takes a
I think,
short,
the
quick throw to
supporters are
Somerville.
class. That's what the Premier League
Somerville
needs.
now, the Dutchman trying to cut inside into the middle. Soucek behind him. It's rolled by Fernandez to Wan-Bissaka. Back to.
So is the commentary okay? You can hear that in the background, all right?
Todibo. Scarles out
Welcome
on the
back,
left
Richie, says
touchline.
Bong.
He goes over in the challenge from Hume.
There's Bong, lad.
He has given it now.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're 4-4-2
Free
out
kick
of
to West
possession.
Ham.
And
Third
then
of
it
the way
looks like
inside
we're
the Sunderland
diving
half.
into a
few yards in.
4-2-3-1 or a 4-3 in possession.
Over there in the East End somewhere. It's going to be taken by Fernandez, the free kick.
Is a sub allowed to shout out and give
Sunderland
instructions
pushing
from the bench?
Out 20 yards.
Yeah, I
Robin
think they are.
Roos
Let's say what they're
just
like. They're not on
in
the.
the middle of his
They're not on the
6-yard box.
field. And since when did a referee ever
Fernandez
book
then
anybody or
with this West
caution
Ham
anybody
free kick.
for?
Drives us into
not
the penalty area to the far
for
right
saying
of it.
something,
Alderete
you know,
heads it out strongly. Wan-Bissaka
I remember
is here.
I did actually get
just
booked
back on the
once
halfway
playing
line.
county football,
A colleague of Siddiqui in
Or
the Democratic Republic of
telling
Congo
somebody to pass the
team.
ball to me.
The ball back with
You weren't.
Scarles.
You weren't allowed to do
Scarles
that.
wide on the
All you
left.
could do is
Short
shout a name.
pass forwards here.
And we had a pig of
And,
a referee who
then
actually beat me for that.
just flick
So
back to Soucek and across on this right hand side to
That's
Mavropanos.
mental, that, Rob. Oh,
And
thanks for
then
the
to Bowen.
2 subscribers.
Bowen
Just
back
79
inside to
subscribers now
Soucek.
needed.
To Bowen again.
Massive thank
Wan-Bissaka is
you.
wide of him.
Hello, Gary
He's
Hoyle. How
tried
you
to
doing, mate? Good to see you.
Make it, trying to push it through to Fernandez, but it comes all the way back in the end to Todibo, and then
Malta said he'd be joining us on the Watchalong as well, so whether he's delayed a little bit.
has he gone down to West Ham? Has he?
inside to Fernandez?
Has he?
I don't know if he's down
He's
West
out
Ham or he's just
over
wanted
the
to come on
left-hand
on the
wing.
stream. I'm not too sure.
Scarles back to Fernandez, drives a ball down towards Wan-Bissaka on the right side of the Sunderland.
Been a
penalty
tough week
area.
for Malta the last week with
Renildo
his
pushes it out.
anniversary of
Plays
his
it back to Soucek.
son. It was his son's birthday,
Curls the
so
ball into the penalty area over the head of Tati, and it'll roll
Hope
away
you
for a
feel
Sunderland
him
throw.
better
Gary
there.
Hoyle?
Corner flag on the right-hand side. Tati's not the tallest; he's 5'10".
I don't like this sitting deep. Why we're
Signed
sitting
from
so
Lazio,
deep
3
against
years
West Ham
there,
for, man?
2
Push them.
caps
There's
for
no
Argentina.
counter press. We're letting West Ham have
He
the
must
ball
have
here.
something about him.
He must
Press
have,
them,
yeah.
press them, and press them to the halfway line.
Getting a couple of caps from.
yeah, I do agree.
Middlesbrough 1, Preston 0 in the lunchtime kickoff in the
They're just standing off.
Championship. And Alan Brown's
You know,
enjoying the purple patch.
that's
at the minute. He
ridiculous, that
scored
man. We've just let Thomas Soucek
Again
put the ball in the box unchallenged.
Middlesbrough today.
We're going to be careful, Rich.
They're getting impatient
Yeah.
with
Oh,
McKay, taking his
100%.
time with
Where's
the
this
throw. He finds
pressing?
Siddiqui,
We are a
gets the ball
pressing
back,
team, a
McKay
counter-acting
onto
pressing
Broby,
team.
heads it back to
There's
Hume.
none of that today.
And then it's played across here by Lafay, looking for Reynildo, but intercepted
Wow.
by West Ham. The ball swept up into the arms of Roofs by Fernandez. Straight into the arms of.
There wouldn't be Sunderland
Roofs.
if we
Got it
didn't
out quick. He's rolled it out, bowled it out to Hume. Hume's on the break, down the right-hand side.
Go
of
goal
midfield,
down, would it?
West Ham half curls the ball into the penalty
Don't
area,
say
but it's
that.
dealt with
But
by
the question is, would it worry
Mavropanos.
you?
And it will go out wide on the far
Away
side.
from
We
home,
we-
possibly.
We went 1-0 down against
And then
Palace,
behind
and
to
nobody
Pablo,
was
the
fazed by
Brazilian.
it. We
He
knew
too
we'd
signed
get
in
back
this
into the game.
January window.
I didn't
Pablo
expect us
Yeah,
to
that's
get back
true.
into the game on
Vicente
10
in,
minutes later,
Brazil.
but you know.
And Somerville involved in
And
that
I
as
saw an
well.
article, I think it might have been on the BBC,
And back on
and it was
halfway.
the guy who was
Todibo,
writing the article
Back
said
inside his own
he'd been
half to
listening
Mavropanos, now to Wan-Bissaka.
to
Wan-Bissaka
Talk
wide to
Sport
Bowen,
or
just in
something like
front
that after the
of Nuno
game,
Espirito Santos,
and
who is 52
he said
tomorrow. It's his
a woman
birthday.
had come on and
this
she said,
weekend.
yeah, when
The
we went
Portuguese
1-0 down,
West Ham coach
nobody
has
in
played
the
on to
crowd was
Mundle down
worried
the left
about
wing.
that because
And
we knew we'd
Mundle's
get
managed
back
with
into the
3
game.
players trying to get the ball off
So,
him. He
yeah.
managed to get it down the line, but in the end into the path of Mavropanos, the Greek international.
Yabno, how you
Against
doing?
your teams like you.
Ariola.
I say it,
0-0
I think
still.
against teams like
The
your
11th
Arsenals, your Man
minute, live
Cities,
on
you know,
BBC
any
Radio
teams who, if they're on form, are
Out to
harder to come
Fernandez,
back against
inside
than teams
to
like Crystal
Jean-Pierre
Palace and West
Todibo.
Ham and Brentford. You know,
Then
we
to
are a team at the
Mavropanos
minute
again.
for some reason who have poor first
Todibo.
halves and we tend to go
Fernandez
1-0 down. But
down
like you
the
said,
left wing, Somerville
you know, it doesn't.
Somerville
It didn't
looks
faze me either against
looks
Crystal
No.
Palace.
to try and
No,
flick
we
I was
did-
at the
we know-
match and nobody
He
was
tried
bothered.
to slide it through to
Yeah.
Somerville, who made the run into the penalty area, but it's cleared. And now a
First
great ball
halves
play
of
through
games
to
were
Broby
just
by Mayenda.
don't seem
Broby's
to
got
be
one to come
interested
past.
much.
Mayenda's made the run, it's played left then to Mundle. Mundle to the edge of the penalty area. West Ham have got players back. Mundle's tackled. And
Cole Palmer, big up. How you doing?
free kick for a foul by
Freshie
Mundell
says for less than a
on
pint you can
Wan-Bissaka
become a member of the
as
Malcolm
West
Cabby
Ham
channel.
look
Yeah,
to
got
break.
9 members now on the channel,
Doing it a bit better than that, Mundell.
which
Good
all
last time,
helps.
Meander,
Afternoons,
good
Susan
play.
Proudfoot, all the way from sunny
Roby
country.
did well as
I'll
well.
tell you what.
Oh,
t'other
hi
side of the-
Susan, didn't see you there, pet. How you doing?
T'other side of the
West
country in
Ham
Devon,
break
it
it up.
definitely ain't sunny. It's
Todibo
been
out to
raining for
Scarles
about
on the
3
left, up
days
onto
non-stop.
the halfway line. Somerville forced back by Mukele.
Yeah, we've had nothing but rain
Somerville
all
trying
week.
to twist, and he does really well to twist away from Mukele and bring the ball back inside to Souček in the middle of the West Ham half.
Would you be happy with a point today?
To Wan-Bissaka.
I'll be happy with a point. I'd
On
prefer
here,
3.
then,
And I think we'll get 3.
to the new signing Pablo, who is big, 6
We
foot.
should be getting 3 points off these.
Pablo, 22-year-old. Eventually all the way back.
We're getting
into
snow next week, apparently,
Souček
on
at the edge of
Tuesday
the
and Wednesday
West
again.
Ham penalty.
Go on, lad,
All the way
mate.
to
Go on,
Wan-Bissaka. Down the touchline.
Well, you can have it next week.
Plays it
But the week after, I
inside,
don't
and it's
want
turned
any
forwards by
snow, don't want
Tati,
any rain.
but out for a throw in the end.
I want a nice,
Fourth
smooth
West Ham.
move back
Good
to the
interception, he
northeast,
was away.
providing it goes ahead.
Tati.
He dropped deep,
Aye.
then he's got the ball again here now from the
I love the
Wan-Bissaka
snow.
throw.
I'll never get it.
Yeah,
Hi
what's
Cabby
nice
lads,
on
chat.
Christmas cards?
Back out to
Hello,
Wan-Bissaka, between the two coaches on the halfway line.
Kieran, that's how you
Touchline,
pronounce it. Welcome.
behind him, Mavropanos, Fernandez. He's not the biggest in the world, but he's laid the ball off to Todibo and out wide to Scarles. Into the
Sport commentaries.
Somerville uses his pace to get down the left
The
of the penalty area.
Kieran's
Crosses,
picture
but
looks a
Alderete
bit
heads
like,
away
a
from
little bit like
Tati,
the
who is on his shoulder
walking carpet.
on the 6-yard line.
Cheers for the subscriber there.
Quickly taken
Yeah, it
throw
does.
from
He's
West
had a bit of a
Ham,
trim though.
Fernandez to Souček.
Yeah, a lot of
Souček
a trim. And I
across
think
here
he's
to Wan-Bissaka
probably
on this
about
right-hand side.
a tenth of the size
28-year-old
as well.
plays it wide to Jared Bowen. Bowen.
You know
now
what we're talking about,
with
don't you,
Renildo, he
Richie?
crosses. It's a
The
good
walking
ball.
carpet.
It's hooked in the air by
My
Hume.
dog.
Comes
Who-
down to
who-
Souček.
Oh,
Fernandez
yes.
lays
Who
it off
makes
to
an appearance
Wan-Bissaka.
on the
Wan-Bissaka
channel as
down to
often as
Bowen
he
again on
can.
this right-hand side. Renildo
Yeah.
trying to stick with
Aye.
him. Bowen crosses again.
Oh,
and
what's your dog called again?
Somerville has scored.
There we are. West Ham 1-0 up.
Like a salmon, and smashes it home.
Is it?
And
Yep.
West Ham have taken the lead in the 14th minute.
He
Yeah,
must be behind
I'll
there.
tell you what, it's an excellent delivery by Bowen. You know, playing on his right-hand side, he can go onto his left or onto his right.
Not
He's
going to
gone
be an
onto his
easy
right,
afternoon,
and
but yet again,
it's a fantastic ball he's put in.
Wouldn't be
Inviting somebody to
Sunderland.
go and attack it, and there was Somerville.
Yeah, not
a
worried.
thumping header.
Not worried.
And he's not the biggest in the world either.
Oh, what a poor.
Probably one of the smaller players on
Some
the
of them,
pitch.
he's tiny. How's he got up in the box? This is what I'm saying. We're not doing anything.
So
We're just allowing
Somerville
him to come on. Look,
Heads
there we go.
West Ham into the lead.
Somerville's about 5'3" or something.
Got
How's
above
he
everybody.
got
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, that's his third goal in
Sunderland will
3
be
though.
disappointed with that.
He's been on a run the last couple of
Oh, and
games,
he's
yeah.
on. You've got to go with him.
Next Leeds
Said
player,
he's
wasn't
not
he,
the
Somerville?
biggest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, you're right,
So, West
Beaconsfield.
Ham
It
United
has
won.
stuck, the
Sunderland
walking
nil.
carpet.
Test.
He's up against the
Mentioned,
challenge against
you know, not
Mukiele, and he's
conceding
won the
an
header
early goal
against Mukiele.
And they come
Who's
from
about
behind
9 foot
again.
tall.
Sunderland
And now
and
he
the
managed
Aston
to do
Villa
that.
have come behind more in terms of points won than Sunderland this season.
Well up in the air
But
before.
Sunderland do have a long
Mukiele
throw
got him.
now,
Fair
possibly
enough.
from the right-hand side, 25 yards from the corner. On the right, Mukele. But
Oh,
it is West Ham who lead. That goal coming in the 14th
that's such a
minute. We're in the
positive
15th
first 10
minute
minutes.
now. Mukele then with the throw, hurls it into the penalty area, in the air, and it's a second attempt onto the roof of the net from Trey Hume.
Just had it back across.
Ball nodded down. Hume headed it, but over the bar, and it is 1-0 still to West Ham United. And the sunshine here in East London. Areola throws the ball down. He produced a good save in the second minute from Noah Siddiqui. Tipped it over. Somerville,
Another good test of character again.
yeah, darted in behind,
Yeah.
headed home. Second Premier League goal of the season. He scored against Queen's Park Rangers in the FA Cup
Yeah,
the
you're
other
not
week
wrong,
as
Sean.
well.
We never make it easy, do we?
On halfway, Pablo, he's headed into the path of Mayenda. Mayenda trying to get away, but he's tackled by Fernandez. Scarles pushes the ball wide on the left. Pablo pushing it back to Scarles, and he floats one up over the halfway line. Bowen's in the middle now. Alderetti's on his shoulder. Somerville wins it again. Gets the ball out to Wan-Bissaka on the right wing here. And Wan-Bissaka, Reinildo, he's trying to go round him, slides the ball inside, left to run by Somerville to Bowen. He scuffs his shot, but it drops for Pablo.
Seem to be
Puts it
playing
over the
very
bar
narrow
under
as well.
pressure from
Yeah.
Roofs.
Like, we've
It
got
nearly
no
opened
width
up
to
again
the
for
team
West Ham.
United
It did
through the
indeed.
middle at the minute.
And you mentioned him time and time again. Somerville, he's so busy. He's not just playing as an out-and-out wide player. He's coming in field. He's being involved in attack. He's been causing Sunderland problems.
He's quick. We knew that. Remember him in his Leeds days. He was had a
Yeah,
lot of
weather's
pace,
lovely, Revo, isn't it?
busy player. Goal kick then. It's Ballard who taps it from the corner of the 6-yard box to Robin Roofs, and then they push out Sunderland, but they're a goal
That
down.
is
Yeah, he looks
terrible
right
at the
when he
minute.
sees
Like,
that.
come
He
on, man,
does.
we need to sort this out.
Ballard back
Yeah.
to Robin Roofs. Roofs then to
All over the place, isn't
Alderetti.
it, Rob?
Alderetti
Cheers.
back to Robin Roofs. Roofs back out to Alderetti, just in front of Nuno Espirito Santo. The Fay gets the ball back from Siddiqui, out to Mundle on the left-hand side. Mundle now dribbling towards the back of the West Ham penalty area, pulls it into the middle for Hume. Hume out to Mukiele on the right-hand side. Somerville, the goal scorer, just in front of him. Into the middle to Siddiqui. Slides one through, looking for Broby, but a little bit too much on it. Goes past the big Dutchman, back into Alphonse Areola, the French keeper, who has 5 caps for France. Drops the ball and kicks it up over the halfway line. Headed on by Ballard, straight to Souček, leaves it for Fernandez, back to Areola, the West Ham United keeper in yellow this afternoon. These huge triangles with the floodlights hang off the roof of the stadium, ringing the pitch in this Olympic Bowl. Here's Siddiqui just to the left of the centre circle, on through the middle here now. It's played by Mayenda through the Fay, out to Mundle. Mundle, Wan-Bissaka in front of him. Mundle will play it behind him to Reinildo. Reinildo back again to Alderetti, and into the centre circle to Ballard in his own half. Closed down by Pablo. Just pushes it back to Robin Roofs. Out to Alderetti again on this left-hand side. In front of him is Tati. Plays it to Mundle to his left. Back to Alderetti. And back again to Robin Roofs in the middle of the Sunderland half. Ballard is pushed up. Wide then to Mukiele. Passes it to Mayenda. And then it's shuffled out for a throw by Todibo. Mukiele has taken the ball off the cone, just a little bit further forward than halfway inside the West Ham United half. Ballard goes up. Hume strolling into the West Ham United penalty area. Mukiele's stepped back to the edge of the green plastic which surrounds the pitch behind the claret.
Keep it alive, that's what they've got to do.
And it's a long throw into the back of the 6-yard box, and is headed back to the keeper by Pablo, I think.
Yep.
Safely back with Areola. He kicks high up over the
Oh, hey, mate,
halfway
step me
line,
back, sort the
bounces,
sort me
Ballard
daughter
has his
out.
eye on it, heads it back
Well done.
to Roofs. Rolls it to Ballard.
Do you know, one of this game today has got this
West Ham United
Burnley,
lead
Fulham
to
sort of
Alderetti.
Brentford feel to it, and once again,
Yeah.
away from home against a low
Nuno Espirito Santo
a low position team in our dreaded black strip. Is there anything good to look forward to today? And Xhaka being off, everything seems to be against us.
For a free kick.
It'll come good.
Fouled as
It'll
he
come good, mate.
Tried to turn and get forwards.
Yeah,
Free
Revo,
kick
totally
just
agree with you, mate.
forwards
Weather
at the
is stunning.
centre
Not.
circle.
Yeah, and you see Mayenda, he's sort of...
Ghost Rider,
Rugby,
he's got an
isn't he?
ankle
And
knock.
Trey
He
Hughes
could be
playing
out for 3 to
basically
6
on the
weeks or
right-hand
something
side.
of that ilk.
21st minute.
So is this going to be the usual from Sunderland and soak up a bit of pressure, come good, do really well second half and then just turn them away?
That's been all season, mate.
Wandered across to the right
Yeah.
wing.
What we've done all
Squared
season.
to Reinildo, and
Don't
Reinildo
normally
back to
start playing
Hume,
until we go
and
one
Hume
down.
wide then to
Some of
Lefebvre.
the people on
looks
social
up,
media, Bradley says,
crosses,
terrible defending,
and,
smallest
it'll be
player in the
Ballard
box.
who heads it just wide of the post.
Too easy, says
He got it
Mike.
beyond the
Sean Bourne
keeper,
down the line,
but I think
but we
Areola
love coming
was-
back.
the fact that he
Simon says, I
didn't
blame the
scramble
black
to make
strip, it's
7,
unlucky
he knew
for
it was
us.
going wide.
I think he's a little bit annoyed
Basically,
with
the
himself,
majority of
Ballard,
people
because
saying,
he
and
has
this is what
got
Richie said earlier
ahead
on,
of him. He's got
he's
his
like,
head on
we're
it,
sitting
just
too deep, we're inviting them
trying to
on.
see if it was on target.
You know,
It was not
get out
penalty.
there. And a lot of people just saying it was bad
1-0 though to the
defending,
home
too
team.
easy. Good afternoon, Ken,
Placed in the
Allwelder.
corner of the 6-yard box for the
Ghost
goal
Rider,
kick
how
in
you
the
doing?
22nd minute now, halfway through the
Afternoon,
first half.
old welder.
West Ham substitutes warming up.
God, we do like
Was
to get
the
out there
defender shot?
Toribo
I don't know what it is with the
Halfway
defender
line.
here, but it needs to
headed
get
on by
sorted out a
Bowen,
bit.
straight
Like,
to Reinildo.
seem to be all over the
Inside
place.
to Ballard. Ballard is going to pass it wide to Mukiele.
A lot of people saying about the strip, but you cannot really
Back to
blame the
Mukiele
strip,
in his
can
own
you?
half and
Yeah, it's just
slides
it
it
just
across
seems to be
square
that
to
whenever we wear
Alvaretti.
black, we
Just short of the
just
halfway
don't
line.
perform
Back it goes
particularly
to
well.
Ballard. Ballard up to the halfway line, right of the centre circle. Hume trying to get it inside quickly to Siddiqui, but one back and then one back again by Lefebvre. Given away again to Wan-Bissaka. Mundle nearly won it back.
You know what the
Maybe
fans will say though, without Xhaka, what do you expect?
Lefebvre
But
slips, but
Yeah.
quickly to his feet again and finds Hume.
you're telling me
Can't do
with,
that though, you know what I mean?
without Xhaka would lose every single game? I mean, it cannot be, surely.
Somerville's away on this left-hand side. Somerville, Ballard tried to get the ball off him.
Somebody
Didn't
else
slip
has got
him.
to step up.
The
We
ball's
can't just have
rolled out for a
Xhaka, we've
throw,
got to have
free
somebody
kick.
else to step up as well at
Somerville's
the
on his
same time.
knees, felt he was
That's
Yeah.
maybe why
fouled.
Trey Hume's having the court
I think that was
today,
a
but
prime example
um,
where you
yeah.
miss Xhaka.
we can't just be a one-man show,
Trey
like,
Hume
we
on-
kind of.
you can't afford to give the ball away there.
There's plenty of
Come back to
there's still
halfway,
plenty of
23rd
experience
minute,
on
back
that
into the
pitch
West
for
Ham half.
Ronaldo, Ballard,
Mavropanos
you know,
trying to
Mukiele,
float the ball
Alderete,
down the
they've all
right
been
wing,
there, done
nobody
it
there.
before, so
Yeah.
Bowen still managed to
Exactly.
sprint forward.
But
to
we
get
seem to do this with
pressure on
teams though,
Brooks,
don't we?
just
We seem
outside
to
the penalty area, but it's
draw them into a
down the left
false
wing,
sense
Bobby's
of
trying to
security,
get on the end of
and then
it,
we
but
just
it's-
attack them and turn them out.
Impressive
Yeah.
hold-up play, and he's finally won the free kick. As Mavropanos was trying to haul him down,
I'll
but
tell you what.
he's a man mountain.
You're not going to get round.
Oh, you
it.
mean
Excellent
special
build-up
jeans
play
or a
that
special
was.
dress? Not that I wear dresses, but I know what you
So
mean, sure.
Reinildo with a free kick. He wants Bowen back
You're going
further than he is at
outdoors.
the minute. And Reinildo's going to leave it for
putting
Hume.
pressure on Nottingham Forest. It's
It's only
just
a
shown
couple
the
of
lead.
yards in
Nottingham
from
Forest
on the
on
left-hand side,
22,
about
West Ham's
halfway
on
inside
20 now. Leeds
West
are on
Ham United
25.
half.
It is still quite tight, even down to Burnley. We're on
It is.
14 points.
Next up,
We don't have the
It
given
is.
right to
Yeah.
beat West Ham
Ham are at
just because they're
Chelsea,
third
they've
off
got a
bottom.
huge game.
We've got to earn it. Do you know what I mean?
Away at
They're a
Burnley.
decent side. They're a Premier League team, same
Now,
as Wolves,
Hume
Burnley.
crossing in from the left, it's headed out.
Yep.
It comes out though should come to Lefebvre on the touchline, lets it run out for a throw. Mukiele goes down, picks up a ball off the cone, and everybody wandering up into the West Ham penalty area except Lefebvre. And
Keep
it's
it
a
at 1-0.
short throw to Lefebvre,
I'd be
back to
happy even
Mukiele.
going in 1-0 half
He
time. Just keep the
crosses,
score down.
and it's heading
Yeah.
out, and it will come down to Mundle. Mundle in the middle leaves it for Siddiqui.
We've got a couple of
who
game
plays all the way
changers on
back
the
to
bench.
Robin
We've got
Roofs.
Tringal,
West
we've got
Ham push
Isidore.
out.
You know,
Roofs,
there's a couple of
who
players
is
we
nearly
can
caught
easily
by
bring on to
Tati, but he's
change
got
it
the
up a
kick
little
down
bit.
the left wing.
There's also we got
Wan-Bissaka's
Diarra
headed it
sitting
out,
down
and
there as well.
Ballard's penalised for crashing
Yeah,
into
I wonder
Bowen.
if he's fit though, Rob. I know he
Free
only
kick to
arrived
West
back
Ham
on
in their own
Thursday, I
half on the
think.
right-hand side.
Well, he
25th
played
minute,
through
West
all
Ham
the
lead by
AFCON
a
games,
goal
bar the
to
final
nil,
where he
reliable
was,
BBC
when he was
Radio
suspended for that one.
Yeah, they're chasing everything
Is
down.
that why he didn't play?
Yeah,
Ah.
he picked up a yellow card in the semis,
Being a goal ahead.
which
Didn't know that.
The stadium's
which
overlooked
meant he
by
missed
that
the final.
extraordinary Olympic sculpture.
and that was
which
the
is all
reason
we call
he
it.
sat
I'm
the
not
final
sure
out
what it is. I
because he
can't
was
remember who
suspended.
designed it. It's
So he's he's
an
played a few
unpronounceable name, I
games
think.
recently.
But it's
Scott on social media says just one of these games so far. He says I just never fancy us. Could be another 3-0 defeat if we don't get our finger out. Not watching the game either. He says I just don't like playing any London clubs, even though we beat Chelsea.
Of Siddiqui.
Yeah.
And then Hume in the centre circle. Hume trying to slip it through for Mayenda, but it's blocked.
Can someone tell Mundle that he can go to the byline and cross, not just cut in and lose it every time, apparently?
The ball down the wing again to Wan-Bissaka.
That's true.
And Wan-Bissaka,
He's playing too narrow.
Mundle in front of him. Gets it
That's why I'm
down the right
surprised
of the
the
penalty
Tringal
area to
wasn't used
Tati,
today.
back out to
Stretch the width.
Wan-Bissaka. Back inside again. Sorry, to Pablo. He plays it back to Fernandez. And Fernandez now across the middle finds Somerville. Somerville
Plus,
slips it
let's
down
be
the left
honest,
of the
he's up
penalty
against
area.
Wan
now,
Bissaka,
there's a
who's probably
question
still
here
one of the
for
best
penalty, and it
fullbacks
is.
in the league. So
Penalty to West-
Awarded the trip by Trey Hume.
Penalty to West Ham now. It's going to be one of
Into
them
the penalty
days, isn't
area,
it?
But just inside.
He knows it as
He
well.
knows it as well, Trey Hume.
It's going to be one of those days.
Telling you now,
Christ
he's not having
almighty.
the
It is
best
like,
of
it
times at
is.
the present moment, Trey Hume.
Good night game hour.
You know, he's given the ball away
Freak's
again in the
sake,
middle
man.
of the park, which has enabled West
Scalzi
Ham
call.
Unbelievable,
to
man.
attack, and we haven't
stupid
recovered
challenge by Hume.
from giving the ball away, and then he ends up giving a penalty away.
But the fans
This
are
is
going to
a
say,
penalty
this
as
is what
well.
happens when Jack is not on the pitch.
just
Whether you
took
like
his
it,
leg
whether
out,
you
just
agree or
took
not,
off
that's
his
what
leg
people are going to say, aren't they?
Hume made there was no
Yeah.
appeal, there's
Yeah.
no question.
Credit to
That was
Scales.
it was
Played for it, hasn't he?
Oh, they'll be, you can see what they're going to say. Oh,
left
the
back.
look lost today. They didn't have anybody
Somerville
on the pitch to
presumably, yeah, will want to
dictate them,
take
but
the penalty kick.
It's another
that's a
Brentford,
soft
isn't it?
penalty to give away.
Sunderland
Another
That's
Brentford all
sticky,
our.
right?
2-0
Like
down
Hume.
here, which would be, it's going to be very interesting. Robin Ruffs,
Yeah, mountain to
let's
climb.
hear, let's
That's what it
see
has.
if we can have some
Yeah,
Everton
he knew
heroics
he
from
knew he was going to
Robin
give that
Ruffs.
penalty, mate.
You can't keep relying on roofs all the time, though, do you know what I mean? You just
penalty
can't.
saves.
Gone to VAR, hasn't he?
It will have done, and I don't see. I'd be amazed if that's overall.
Possibly
because
saves it, right?
He did stick his foot out. The Skulls went over it. But he's left it for Bowen. Jared Bowen's going to take the penalty kick
Oh, he never touched him, I don't think. Let's have a look at this angle.
up against Robin Ruffs.
Oh, he did. His
Bowen's
knee
over
clobbered him.
A couple of yards back behind the ball. Robin Ruffs trying to make himself big. This is in front of the Sunderland fans. Away to our right.
I've seen this too much in football now,
leans over the
arguing
ball.
about
Referee
penalties.
does
You know, when they
likewise,
start
Tom
for a
Bramall.
penalty, they just
Then
ram the
walks away
penalty
from
spot.
the
It's like a
spot.
referee
Bowen
should
steps
be
back
the
and just to
box.
the right a couple of yards.
He doesn't
Yeah.
miss
Jared
Bowen
Bowen
like.
against Robin Ruffs. Bowen with his left foot into the bottom right corner.
Game over.
2-0
Yeah.
to
Game over.
West Ham.
Yeah.
I think.
And you,
Come back 3-2, you know.
and you're just looking at it, Nick, and you know, you're looking at the setup, you're looking at the role what Trey Hume's playing, and you've got to say after these first 25 minutes, it's not working, is it?
No. Sadiqi's not getting on the ball enough, is he? They're not
Well,
making.
it's not just Sadiqi not getting on the ball. You know, Trey Hume obviously playing in that role. You've
I
got to make
predicted
sure
on the
you
Sun and
don't give the
finalists
ball
3-0
away.
to West Ham today.
But saying that,
When
he's
I found
given
out
the ball
Xhaka
away,
was
and
not
then
playing.
Obviously, maybe a little bit of
Oh,
frustration.
man. He likes to give
Ends up
away
giving a
penalties,
penalty.
Hume, didn't he? Didn't he give one against Everton?
Jared Bowen very
Yes.
coolly placing it in the bottom right corner. West Ham lead 2-0. We're in
I
the
think Trey Hume,
29th
you know, his
minute,
head goes sometimes if you
and
watch
they're
him, he'll
blowing
lose his cool.
bubbles from their machines.
And he'll get
Yeah,
frustrated and just. That's the only bad side of Trey Hume.
I think that's where you missed the likes of Gani.
Bradley Cow says, square pegs in round holes, playing a right back in midfield when we've got a record signing on the bench and our captain of last year who played 44
Kick
games.
upfield from Sunderland,
Central defender midfield on his way to
headed on
Scotland.
by
This is
Hume
going backwards.
towards the edge of the penalty
I love
area.
Hume, says Chris Marshall, but he's not Premier League material. Far too many mistakes.
Try and break
Hume
it
has
forward
been. Everybody's
again, and
slagging
looking
Hume off.
now for Ballard.
Do you know what all we need now is Ballard to get sent off. Things happen in threes, don't they, when it's a shit show?
Probably just didn't say it, mate,
We're
because it's
losing
gonna
our
happen.
discipline, and we're losing our organisation,
not.
aren't we?
Just
You know,
scrap
the
that
shape.
bloody black strip.
I think
I know it sounds daft,
the
but
phone in
crikey.
for a little while after the match. I think Dom's
Giving
going
away
to try and
stupid
persuade you that it was
fouls
a
now,
dive by Skulls. It went to VAR, and I
Yeah,
think
he's
my
played-
initial
he's
impression
played-
was
he's
that
played for it.
he had his.
Robin Hood
Yeah,
said
yeah,
disappointing, and this lineup isn't good.
And I think, as we said at the time, Trey Hume. There was no
I agree on the
no
lineup. I
objection.
think
Hume
the
did
Truda
well.
should have started.
Obviously, he's gone over his development.
And Diarra.
But the worry
Diarra's
for me is
fit
that we're
like
just
Sadiq come
losing
back
our
from the
discipline
AFCON
and
straight
our
in the team.
organisation, our shape of the team.
Gary Bennett just said losing our discipline and organisation. Funny that when Jack is not on the pitch, isn't it?
With the
We can't
free
concede
kick.
again.
No, as it's in the air here, and they could, but it's caught off Bowen's head by
think
Whether
we're
you
relying
agree
too much
whether you agree or not, I know what everybody
So,
says, but
2-0 then.
it's making a difference. Xhaka not being
West
on that
Ham
pitch,
lead.
you can see it everywhere.
I think
It's
been
worrying as well at the fact that one player goes and
just shy of the
is not
half
playing, and
hour.
the whole team's just all a bit.
That's what I was saying to you before. We've got leaders on the pitch. You know what I mean? We have. We've still got about maybe 4 of them. These two can step up. And we can't, like I said to you, I'm on repeat, but it's true. We can't just rely on Granit Xhaka orchestrating the team.
No, we cannot just rely on Granit Xhaka.
He's not comfortable playing in that position, Nick.
But we are just falling to pieces at the minute. Like.
Look
at the passing, man. Trey Hume again, giving the ball away.
Somerville, this corner, West
He
Ham's
needs
first from the
either play 5 at the back or
They
take him
lead
off.
2-0.
Replacing Xhaka with Hume is like swapping a Porsche with a Fiat Panda.
Ruffs punches it out. Fernandez just outside the penalty area,
Aye.
laying it back.
Has that
off
been a bit harsh?
Wan-Bissaka, almost on halfway.
No.
Wan-Bissaka.
Frank says, I can't believe Hume's in midfield instead of Dan Neil.
Bowen, back to Wan-Bissaka.
Dan Neil's not even in the squad though.
To Fernandez.
He's a way out this window. He's either that or he's just
and back across on the
it's his
left,
attitude.
Stewie says, West Ham have hardly prepped our goal either, yet they're 2-0 up. It's about putting your chances away, isn't it?
For a throw to Sunderland.
Everybody, and I'm not exaggerating either, the majority of Sunderland fans are slating try Hume off. Hume needs taken off, says Telly. Simon says take Hume off. Robin says Xhaka being out isn't the problem, it's the midfield setup doesn't work. Gertrude should have started, said Simon. Till the end, says Marco. Please like and subscribe, says Kingfisher Cheese. Need to change it soon, says Gary. How are the day like? What the heck's going on? He says Hume's a liability. Do you think we need changes? Would you take Hume off?
Yeah, I'm not sure I would take Hume off, to be honest, Tabby.
Looking for Broby.
Steve SCFC, hello mate. He says Mundell and Hume on. He says Regis picked the wrong team. Should start Diarra and Talby. I'm sick of Regis and his stupid away team picks for starting. It's a good point that. I mean, would Sunderland be in trouble if it wasn't for our home form?
By Alderete on his shoulder. Suchek managed to get it through to Robin Ruffs.
I think Gertrude should have started over Hume, and I think Dringa should have started over Mundell. And if we're going to play 2 up the top, we should have started Wilson Easdale over Mayenda.
Well, there's still a smidgen of Sunderland in this game at 2-0. West Ham get a 3-3, then that's gone. But if we get a goal back, then their heads could fall. Well, if West Ham get a third game, it's good night. They get their third goal.
Now looking for the run of Reynaldo, but West Ham have it covered. It slipped through to Mundell. Mundell into the penalty area on the 18-yard line, forced to play it all the way back to Ballard, just in front of the centre circle. Looks for Mukiele on the right, drives it up towards Mayenda, and then Todibo heads it away towards the far side into the corner. Mayenda's
Brett says Hume needs taken off, keeps giving the ball away. Everything's going pear-shaped. Middlesbrough's doing well, 2-0 up. I'm more bothered about Ballard getting sent off for Burnley and Arsenal, says Michael Brumwell.
It's played up to Pablo on the right-hand wing here inside the Sunderland.
Oh, we've got Arsenal. Is Arsenal in the next 2 games, is it, or 3 games?
Arsenal, we've got Burnley at home next, I think. That's not going to be a guaranteed win either.
Granit Xhaka's going to miss the Arsenal game as well.
To his right to Fernandez, and Fernandez swings a great ball out to Somerville on the left touchline. Brings it under control.
Do you know, I'm more confident when I see the Sunderland fixtures against Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal than I am against West Ham, Burnley, Fulham, etc. Isn't it mad?
And West Ham are knocking the ball about with a lot of confidence now. Bowen, Reynaldo pulls him down on the right of the penalty area, and it's another booking.
Every time West Ham are going forward, we're just giving fouls away, we miss time and tackles, it's just yellow card after yellow card.
6s and 7s at the moment, they can't get a grip on the game.
They can't get a grip on the
game.
game.
No pressure on them either.
2-0 down.
There's just absolutely no pressure on them. Just passing that ball around freely in our half. It's just nothing.
You know, Bowen.
I don't understand it.
Brett says the problem is he's made Hume captain, so we'd be reluctant to take him off.
And plus we're helping him by giving him the ball.
Yes. You know, major contribution.
Yeah, we can't afford to concede a third, Nick.
No, averaging 1 goal a game is a big ask, said Z-Zone. Yes, Simon, Burnley, Arsenal, Liverpool, next 3 games.
Halfway between the penalty area and the touchline, and probably 10 yards from the goal line.
He'll put this in with a little bit of pace, I would imagine. Scales.
Well, what an absolute crap
And it is
start
Ollie
to the
Scarles,
game.
and he whips it in with his left foot. It's not a great free kick. Lefay at the corner of the 6-yard box heads it straight out for a throw to
Tom
West
Laws
Ham.
on social media says our heads have gone.
Wan-Bissaka's coming down to take this. Does he take long throws? He's presumably
Uh,
going
Andrew
to
says,
here.
remember we went 2 down
So
at Brentford
West Ham
early
get
this season
through
and won
back
that.
out, just in front of the
Big
centre
ask away
circle.
from home, I think. I mean, they're fighting for their lives,
Wan-Bissaka
West Ham.
into the penalty
Yeah.
area,
And they have
crossing
got some
corner.
good players.
And,
I don't know, you know,
Pablo
they've got
tried
some
to
quality
find
players.
Bowen, but somehow it's cleared. Alderete managed to get it away.
Honestly, I
Just
was
drops
so
out
confident
for a
today we
throw
would.
off
I think we
Wan-Bissaka
would have turned these over quite
for
easily today,
Sunderland,
but
halfway
I'm
inside
eating me words right now.
the
Like,
Sunderland half on the left.
I'm never confident when you're playing a team at the bottom end.
It's desperate for half time.
Reynildo.
it's not our usual style of play this either.
No. We're 9 places above West Ham and we're getting
By
hammered.
Bowen onto the head of Tati, and it comes down here for Mukiele. He had to be sharp because Somerville was on his shoulder, and then Scarles goes through.
At my next stop,
Hume,
expecting
and
to
the
come back
ball
for another
rolls down
goal.
to Tati on the left touch line.
The black
And
is
Tati's
smart,
got
but it's
Mukiele
cursed.
in
It
front
is
of him.
cursed.
Somerville in the penalty area gives the ball away. Actually, this time to Mukiele, looking for Broby. Broby and
I'm writing
Mavropanos
this
are
game off
battling
me.
for it.
Like, I'm just,
Broby
that's
holds
it.
him
Roll
off,
on till
gets it back
Burnley. But
behind him to Siddiqui, onto Hume, and now to Mukiele. Wide on
Good
that
play.
far side to
I don't know
Meyenda.
yet, like,
Meyenda now,
I
Scarles
think
backing
we'll
off
come
him.
back in the second
Fernandez
half.
tried to
It's going
block
to be
it.
a
Mukiele gets it
monumental effort.
back.
Sai says bubble burst. Give
Tried
our
to
man.
play it down to Meyenda.
Bubble burst.
Throw to West Ham. Inside their half. West Ham leading 2-0. 38th minute. We're live on BBC Radio Newcastle.
According to you lot,
We
we
have,
wouldn't get 1
live
point and we'll be down by
Football
Christmas.
tomorrow afternoon as well. 1 o'clock build up. 2
Yeah.
o'clock kickoff. Newcastle United at home to Aston Villa with Razor and Ando. In midweek.
Oh, they don't like it this season, do it?
For Newcastle United's Champions League.
Good penalty by
Game with
Gerard Bourne there. Like,
PSG.
he doesn't miss.
As another
Showing you
break
the
here.
replay.
And it's Todibo who's getting forwards with Somerville down the left of the Sunderland penalty area. Somerville 2 in front of him, Siddiqui and Mukiele. He just lays it off to Todibo.
He went the right way
Plays
for
it
it,
back
but
here now to Souček. And Souček just to the left of the
Does
centre
that mean we
circle.
need to do something in this
Forwards
January
again down
transfer
that
window
left
then?
wing to
If we're
Scarles.
missing a
And now
player, we're
Somerville.
going out of pot.
Somerville is going to try and come inside. He does into the penalty area. It's stabbed away, but only to
I
Fernandez.
don't think we can really sign
Fernandez
anybody,
now
can we?
back
Is the
inside
squad
to
not good
Souček,
enough without
and he gives
Xhaka?
the
That's
ball
what people are saying.
To Siddiqui.
Trouble is,
onto
where do you
Broby,
find a
laying it
spare
off to
Xhaka?
Lefay. Lefay trying to get it to Broby
Yeah,
again
exactly.
in the centre circle. It was a good pass in the circumstances,
Oh.
but then it's overhit from Broby to Mundle. Out for a throw.
I think
on the
we
right,
need more
deep in the
reinforcements
West
up
Ham
top.
half for West Ham
You know,
United.
we've got Brian
It's just not happening.
Broby
One of my
and Isidore,
concerns,
who are
Nick,
top
is
goal
Trey
scorers,
Hill.
4 goals
He's picked up
each.
a yellow.
And that's,
Yeah.
that's all we've got.
He's got to
You know,
be careful. because
We
I
need
can
a
see
we
him
need a
picking up
striker
another
at the
yellow
minute
card.
to be at least on 7 or 8
Frustration.
goals.
The ball floated over
We do,
the
like.
head of Tati. It's come back to
We'll have
Ballard.
Thiago at Brentford.
Ballard
You know, he come out of nowhere.
plays it
Look at him now.
over to
He's
the right
absolute
to
quality.
Mukiele. Hume is away down the right wing. Mukiele comes back to Ballard. 39th minute. Out here on the left to Alderete.
Well, Diarra not on the field either is an
Left to
issue.
Pablo, Lefay, Mundle, back to Lefay on the halfway line.
Steve says, we haven't played 4-4-2 all season. Why the hell now? It never seems to suit us, does it?
Centre circle.
No.
There's Tati on his shoulder, gets it out to Hume through the legs of Scarles, and it's put out for a throw to Sunderland. Halfway inside the West Ham half on the right. 40th minute. Mukiele grabs another ball.
Can you see a way back with this lot? Like, 'cause I can't after this first half,
Broby in
Sean.
the penalty area. They need
Coming
some
back
help
from
here,
2
needs a bit
down
of
is a big
support.
ask.
Ballard is jogging forwards. Mukiele short to Siddiqui. Back to Mukiele. Mukiele down the touchline, and Somerville manages to force
Nick
it
the
back
goal
out
before
off Mukiele
half-time.
for the goal kick.
Yeah, that would make it a bit easier, but
Is it worrying
Can't
that
say
the
it
fact?
happening, though, Rob.
Is it worrying the fact that one player
Areola
missing and we're like this?
picks up the ball. Just thinking,
tis a
was
bit.
Hume booked over that penalty incident? I didn't see him.
Can one player really make a difference?
That must be wrong then, he hasn't.
I don't think he's been
Um,
booked. Ballard and Reynildo. It just got me thinking then. I
Yeah,
don't think
no, I
Hume's
don't
been
think-
booked.
it's not just his player though, is it? It's
Areola
his
with the goal
on-field
kick, ball
management,
placed in the middle of his 6-yard
game
line.
management.
Everybody drifting
Not coming
towards
back
this
until the lineup was
near
changed,
side.
says Robin Hood.
Bowen and Nino Espirito Santo. Bowen a very
Well, if he doesn't, Steve, make changes till 60th minute, we could be 3 or 4-0 down, mate.
gesture of like, all right, let's get into them.
Z-Zone says 13 points above West Ham and relegation, 45 points still to play.
Headed back inside looking for Lefay, but Bowen's all over Lefay. And he comes away, is blocked by Renildo.
Oh, don't get us wrong. There's every chance we can still drop down.
Careful what he says here.
Definitely.
And Lefay has to usher
Oh,
him away.
we'll not end up in the
Free kick for
bottom
West
three
Ham,
under
just back
any.
in their own half on the right.
Yeah.
He's frustrated as well.
Yeah.
It'll just be a shame, you know, we've had a fantastic start to the season just to give it all away.
Causing him problems, hasn't
Yeah.
Yes, he has.
There's no way we'll gun down. Like, I mean,
29
I can't
years
see
old
West
now,
Ham,
Jarrett Bowen.
Burnley, Forest, Wolves winning
20
every
caps
single
for
game
England.
now to the end of the season.
No, the fight is about where we finish in the league, i.e. can we finish above our neighbours.
Somerville headed away though. And
That's
out
where it's
by
about now.
Suppose a goal before half-time, Sunderland's game on, said Si. We're not going to score with this lineup, mate. I'd be amazed if we do. I would like it. Of course I would.
Middlesbrough 3, Preston 0. Back it comes through Todibo to
Sean Collins
Ariola.
says, blow the whistle.
Ariola.
Steve says it's the
2
team
wins so
formation
far
and team selection,
here
that's what's
this
wrong.
season for West Ham.
Xhaka
Back in
makes an
November,
impact on the bench,
both
but he's
in the
literally
week.
got better
They
players
beat
on the
Newcastle
bench.
3-1 and Burnley 3.
Fully agree with that.
They currently
Definitely.
lead Sunderland 2-0.
And it's the pressing as well. There's no urgency to win the ball back today. We're
Mavropanos.
playing very
Walter
narrow, like I was
Fernandes.
saying to you
Leanders
earlier.
in front
It's
of
a
him.
little bit strange.
He plays it to Todibo,
Yeah, it's
who plays it out wide again to Skulls.
it's as if
Skulls
the
back into
this game
Fernandes.
reminds me a lot of
Drives
the
ball down
Brentford
the
game,
left wing for the run of
where we
Somerville.
just
What a good ball that is.
didn't
Somerville
seem
now
to
the
be
goal line almost,
on the
playing
pace.
it back to Tati, and Tati, his shot is blocked by Ballard. It comes out to
Yeah.
Fernandes. He drives
3-0.
it in, and it's 3-0.
Oh, get stuffed, man, will
30
ya?
yards out.
This.
In the 43rd
That's it.
minute,
That's
And lads,
game
I'm sorry,
over.
but there's
Matthias
no coming back.
Fernandes
Yeah, it is.
has
Definitely.
driven in
Honest to
the
Christ
third
almighty.
goal for West Ham United.
It was an excellent goal,
Look
Nick.
at that one,
but,
goal
you know,
forward.
you've got to ask questions because it was his ball.
What a
Fernandes'
pile of
ball, what found
honest to
Somerville.
Christ.
Is it a 60, 70 yard pass to Somerville?
Look at that though, he's had. Look at all the time he had to face that
Runs
shot.
inside, and Fernandes
All
is
the time in
made
the world to
ground
face
up.
that shot. There was
The
no
ball
pressure
comes
on him
out
at
to him,
all.
and it's a great
That's what's
strike.
wrong today. We've just
But it
let
was
them
his
have the
pass
ball,
what found
bent
Somerville.
over and went, there you
So
go
who's
lads, have a
tracking
go.
him?
Unbelievable, like,
Yes.
unbelievable.
It was his pass
It
what
was his
found
ball.
Somerville.
And
This is
Somerville's
the worst.
pullback.
It was a block shot.
We've
and
played
the ball
all
was
season.
right to
Ballard
Fernandes.
I can't
comes
think of
back out to
another game
Fernandes.
where we've been
Some
this
way out,
poor.
but what a strike
What a
from
strike.
the
It's a great
Portuguese.
strike. But he still had to
3-0
run,
down
what,
at half
50,
time
60
against
yards?
West Ham.
Hell of a goal,
Absolutely
mind.
shocking.
It's a hell of a goal, but
Oh, it is.
To half time.
Good pass.
West Ham United 3, Sunderland 0. A third
One ball over the top,
Premier League
Somerville
goal
gets them
for
up.
Fernandes.
Space out.
He scored in the League
Oh,
Cup for
Jesus
Southampton.
Christ, that was from 30 yards.
He was signed from beginning of the
It was
season,
Trey Hume, Enzo Lefay.
but
I've just knocked the live stream off now. I can't be fucking bothered to watch
to
this.
block that. The gesture trying to block that,
Yeah.
you know, we just put a foot out.
I'm like watching it. Can't be arsed.
Ballard
Hauling.
up towards halfway.
Got it horribly wrong today as Regis
Pablo's
Labrie.
in front of him. West Ham fans streaming to the concourses for their half-time
It's embarrassing.
refreshments,
What it is.
safe in the knowledge that, well, they're probably going to see a West Ham win here today, because can you see this Sunderland team scoring 4 in the second half?
We've
No.
never scored 4 in a game this
Throw
season,
to
so I can't say we're scoring 4 in the second half.
How important it was about the third goal.
Not with Brogry and-
then okay, we might get a
Stewie Matthews says game over.
But you
He
gotta
says,
say,
and the thing is,
third
West
goal
Ham
for
haven't
West
even
Ham.
looked that
Game's
good.
over.
We, however,
No.
have been shocking. Turned it off, says
In the
Scott.
last
Unbelievably
minute, the
poor.
45,
Peter Flynn says, I've tried to be positive for
3-0
weeks and
down.
weeks. Now we're just
No
effing
Xhaka.
crap.
Got to change it at
Um,
half-time and do
Can
something
Xhaka really
into
make
this
that
game.
much of a difference?
Alderete floats one
Looks
up
like it
looking for
doesn't go.
Broby. Strong header.
No granite, no
away
chance,
behind for a
says
corner from
Jeff.
Todibo, to his frustration. Sunderland's second corner.
Looks
in the
like we'll
game.
have to get the biscuits out. According to the Jim
Yeah.
Royal.
Score here, you think,
Yeah.
just give yourselves a chance. Give
Aye.
yourselves a chance.
13 points above relegation zone, says Kieran. And we're talking about Rube. I think we should be talking about a relegation scrap after today.
From the left here with this second Sunderland corner. Alderetti's trying to make
Who's our next game?
uses of himself
Is it
from the
Brentford,
6
did you
yard
Burnley
line.
at home?
Edmund
Burnley
there,
at
but headed
home.
powerfully away
Richie.
Oh, it's
by Souček, I think. And Sadiki has to tidy
Seaver
up.
should be
Back
winning
to
that as well.
Roofs
Like.
from halfway.
Unbelievable, man.
Siddiqui again on the left-hand side.
If it was away
And,
Burnley, then I would say that. No
Then
way.
it's floated up again towards the penalty area. Bounces over Ballard.
I'm not even
behind
watching
for
the
a
stream.
goal
Like,
kick.
I can't be bothered. What's the point? And get
It
rid of
looks
that
like some
bloody
seriously
This
black
could be the worst
strip.
45 we've
Well,
seen
I
this
think,
season.
I
Jacket
think it's,
is,
I
he just
know
looks
you can go back to the
absolutely
Brentford game.
stunned.
That 3-0.
Think somebody hit him with a
if
brick.
Lafay had equalised from the penalty spot,
Sit
that
with his
might
mouth
have been a
open,
different
he's like,
game.
Yeah.
Manchester City were at their best, but here Sunderland haven't given themselves a chance because they've been all over the place.
Yeah, I just think the system hasn't worked.
My end has been
especially in
poor.
that first 45
He's
minutes.
done
which we've
nothing
seen.
up top. Robbery, at least he's trying, but my end has
Yeah.
been
Different
out.
it may have been if Siddiqui had scored in the opening
I
couple
think
of
the
minutes.
problem with Brobby is
If
we've
he'd,
said this all
managed to
along.
score
He's not
then,
getting the service.
Areola tipping one over the
The last
crossbar.
No.
couple
Been a
of
different
games, he's
story.
had more service than
But,
he's had in the other games
Since then,
he's
it's pretty
played.
much been all
But he's just not getting the
West
service.
Ham.
Give him a chance.
I mean, why did I
He needs to
predict
play
on
off
the
somebody.
finalist app? Why did I
They
predict
are
3-0
throwing,
West
it's gone
Ham?
down and another free
That's
kick.
because you're going to be wrong. If we carry on playing like this, it might be
He's
6.
got
He's got to be very careful.
He's got to be careful.
He's standing over the player. They're all calling this West Ham fans for his second yellow.
Like I was saying,
Um,
Robbery needs to play off somebody. He's not a
the
forward
head
to play by
drops
himself.
Renildo
He
as
hasn't
he
got the height
slinks
either really
away
to do that as
from
well.
the
So
challenge.
No, he needs
somebody
somebody to play
And
that he can lay the ball off to. So
Trey Hume's
you
having a
know
word with
he
the
needs
referee.
somebody
He's
like
captain Trey
Talby
Hume. Bowen gets up on his feet.
yeah.
or Lafay to lay
Well,
the
we
ball
played,
off to because he's brilliant at holding the ball
2
up.
minutes. We're into the
He's
third
really good
minute
at that.
of the 3
But,
being added on
um,
at the end of the first
It's
half.
an
And West
appalling
Ham have
first
this
half
free kick
performance.
just a couple of
We
yards
look
in
good
from
for the first 5 minutes,
touchline
and then
on the
we've
right-hand
been
side.
pants since then.
Ryan
So
says
now
we've got
sorry.
Diarra, Gertrude, and
Cheers.
even Rigg sitting on the bench. But must be scratching their heads
With
at
the
why Hume is in midfield.
Free kick on the right-hand side. Mundle is the
Yeah,
one-man
he's
wall.
not a
Sunderland
midfielder.
all
He's a
lined up on
defender.
the 18-yard line, apart from Siddiqui in the D, with Suchek trying
Paul
to push him
says,
back
Has
is this
done a
what
few
each other
times.
now.
he has?
And
Paul
then
says, is
Suchek
this what
drives
happens
into
when
the
Xhaka
wall,
doesn't
ball played
play?
in, and it's
Neil
headed away
replies,
by
this
Lafay.
isn't down to one player
Comes
missing.
back up into the centre circle.
It's what
And
happens when you
Scarles
play
gets
Hume
all
over
the way back
Gertrude to replace
to
Xhaka.
Areola. We're seconds away, I think, from Tom Bramall blowing for half-time, and that'll be a welcome whistle. from
Beacon says, I
Sunderland's
wouldn't be into the
perspective.
changing room at half time. Xhaka will be
But,
going absolutely
half-time
nuts.
Arrives,
He will,
and
right?
Sunderland have
Yeah.
done a lot.
What a
to
sack
mull
of
over at the
SHIT
interval.
that was like.
But I think, as you say, there will be changes in the second half.
Well,
That
you
was
expect changes at half time, Nick, because I've got to say the system which or the shape what we've put out hasn't worked, has it?
It hasn't. I mean, I'll come back to that. If they'd scored early, that might
Oh, for God's sake. It's bad, isn't it, when you say,
Yeah,
like,
power. Yeah.
move on to the next game. I mean, I don't know. Thoughts on the first half then, lads? What do you reckon?
I'd rather not. We were good for the first 5 minutes, and then we were pants. Basically, it's the worst I've seen them play this season.
Why, though?
Don't know.
I mean, we've seen how good we can play. Look at us against Palace. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like the heads are already beat. Or I don't know if it's the attitude that's wrong. Thinking it's going to be a rollover. It's we don't have to try today. I don't know.
Could well be. Could well be.
And I think we'll see the same against Burnley at the Stadium of Light. If we go with that attitude, it could be our first defeat at the Stadium of Light. If we have this attitude of we're playing a team in the bottom three, we'll just have to walk the ball in the net. It'll be easy. Because there's been no fight whatsoever in any one of them players today.
Yeah, I couldn't have summed it up better myself, Simon.
I think personally, myself, I think it's the way we're set up tactically today as well.
Yeah,
Playing a
it's-
4-4-2. So
Yeah.
it's obviously when we're playing that away from home, we're wanting a counter attack. I think what Reggie's set out to do is say, sit back, lads, absorb the pressure, let them have the ball. They're not going to do anything with it. Hit them on the counter attack, and it's backfired massively.
Yeah.
It's just like I've said it 20 times in this first half. There's no pressure. There's no trigger press. There's absolutely nothing going on. And we're playing far too narrow. We're giving them lots of width. We're letting them pass the ball around in our half. It's been so easy for West Ham. And I think tactically, I agree. I think Truda should have started. I think Dringa should have started. And I also think Isidore should have started. And I think we should, yes, sit in the 4-4-2, but press them more. Don't give them any space in our half. And it hasn't happened, unfortunately. So
why do you think Regis has gone for this formation, like 4-4-2? I mean, is that like being a bit disrespectful to West Ham, thinking like, oh, we're gonna turn these out, we're gonna score a few games and stuff?
Could well be.
I think that's it. That's the crack. I'll be 2 minutes, lads.
Yeah. Cheers, Richie. Yeah, it's just.
You all right, Peter?
Hume having the worst day of his career, isn't he?
Oh, he is. This is my mate Peter Wynn, from Sunderland fan. He's from South Shields. Oh my God's sake! I mean, Regis Lebrie's going to get slammed for today and today only because his game selection, Pete, has been shocking, man. His team selection, formation. Honest to God.
Ronaldinho nearly got a red card there, didn't he?
Yeah. It's just
sent off. What do you think?
Yeah, he was a bit late on.
Off, bring another defender on and see how we go, because he's struggling.
Hume and Ronaldo have had a shocker. Diarra and Serkin should be on second half, apparently.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Well, we'll see how we go second half. We can't do any worse than the first half.
I'm just surprised. I'm just surprised the way Regis has gone on with this game, with his lineup and his players.
Well, I think Saka's injury and he's not playing, put him at a conundrum. And who do you give the captaincy to? It's very difficult to give anybody the captaincy, isn't it?
Even some of the Sunderland fans are saying relegation if this carries on. I mean,
no, I don't think we're that bad.
We're not. No, that's not going to happen.
No,
it's a bad day at the office. But hopefully, second half we put a bit more of a fight. Isn't it?
Mark says, awful. Is Ronaldo drunk?
Well, I don't think we've given robbery on the end of any service, have we?
No, I would agree.
I can't think of any shots.
Oh, I don't know.
You can't score goals if you don't get the opportunities, and I think Lafay's been very quiet today. Sadly, had a touch.
I just think we've gone down there expecting to have an easy game. Steve Taylor's just posted, who comes on the chat a lot, please ditch that black away strip. And loads of people are saying that, and I know it's got nothing to do with the strip, but I mean, it's every single time we put that bloody thing on, it's like, it's a curse, isn't it?
Yeah, I've said that to my friend online, that the black strip has been a curse.
Oh, my God's sake.
You can't blame that. I think the players need to take a bit of responsibility, and I think hopefully second half, like I say, we don't wait till 70 minutes to make a substitution. He brings new players on at half time.
Peter, all I can say is we've got to have a different side second, a different formation, get at them. Who knows if you get a goal back, if you get 2 goals back. I mean, the third off bottom for a reason, West Ham. We're in this league position where we are for a reason as well. But we've just got to sort out our away form. Away form's just not been good enough. I've said before, if we...
But the goals, we don't get many goals away.
No, we don't.
We don't get goals away. We're not creating enough away. And we don't get to the corners this game and get the ball across. We tend to be playing the ball 20 yards out. Do you know what I mean? When we go to the corner flag and whip it across, the ball's going out towards the players. Do you know what I mean? Away from the goalie. We don't seem to be playing that method.
The team just need to repay the fans back second half. Like, I want to see, I don't want to see West Ham in any which shape or form, even getting out of the ball second half. I hope Xhaka tearing strips out of them in that dressing room. And, I just want to see a completely different second half. And even if we lose 3-2, I want to see a fight in the Sunderland side. I want to see us doing something.
Yeah,
I want to see chances. I want to see the work in the goalkeeper, something,
Mm-hmm.
But if Zach is out for 6 weeks, like they're saying, the rumours are 6 weeks injury, that will be bad for us.
Well, it's pretty bad if it's just one. If we're a one-man team, if one player is not in the squad, then we just collapse. Because I mean that's worrying if that is the case.
It is worrying because if you look at games Saka's been in, he's getting praised for all his work, but he communicates where the players should be. He gets in defence, doesn't he? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Saka's a big myth. But this is something Regis has got to work out. If Saka's missing, who does he give the armband to?
It needs.
Hume's got it at the moment,
Hume
but
hasn't got it.
No, he hasn't. No, Hume is like he's been slated by the fans. And don't forget,
It's not the first game he's had chances to score. He's had a chance to score today and he missed. He's had other chances in other games.
But we're better than that, though, Peter. Like you say, he's picking the wrong squad. He's got players on the bench which should be on the field.
Yeah.
Only thing I can say is it can't get any worse second half, can it?
No. But who would you give the armband to? Would you give it to Lafay, who's been quiet this game?
That's
who
good.
Gets the armband if Hume doesn't get it?
That's a good question. Who would you give the armband to, Richie Rob? Anybody on the chat? Who would you give it to? Ballard, you saying, Richie?
Ballard, Diarra.
Yeah,
Ballard, yeah, Diarra.
Even Ronaldo, maybe.
Ronaldo, Mukiele.
Yeah, but it's an interesting call. Hopefully, second half, mate, we get at them.
4-3 winners, 4-3 full time, Peter.
Yeah, all the best, Stuart, mate. Nice to speak to you.
You too. Take it easy, mate.
Ta-ra.
All the best. Ta-ra. That's my good friend Peter, fellow Sunderland fan. Yeah, Ballard. Well, all I can say is, like I say, it can't get any worse, can it?
Hope not. So, any other early kickoffs today, or is it just ours?
No, it's just ours. The other games being played today at 3 o'clock kickoffs. You've got Burnley, Spurs, Fulham, Brighton, Man City, Wolves, and then you've got Bournemouth, Liverpool at 5:30.
It'll be a live game. I'll watch that then.
Yeah.
It'll be a good game actually with Bournemouth, Liverpool.
And tomorrow's games, you've got Brentford, Nottingham Forest, Palace, Chelsea, Scum against Villa, and Arsenal against the other team from Manchester. And then Everton.
That'll be a good match tomorrow.
Yeah.
See, Man United might pick the victory tomorrow. You know, they're on that little bit of, you know, when a brand new manager comes in or a caretaker, they're going like a 3 or 4 game run, don't they? So
yeah, possibly, but I can't see them beating Arsenal, to be honest, Richie. I just can't see them beating Arsenal.
Well, I mean,
they've got all the injuries back as well, so
yeah. I can potentially see our neighbours up the road getting something out of the game against Villa tomorrow.
Is that league game? Yeah.
Yeah.
Newcastle are pretty unstoppable at home. Like, I've got to say that, and you know they've won like when they went a mini run 3 in the bounce, haven't they? But I mean, look at there should be the money they've spent on the squad, the depth of the squad they've got. You know, we can't compare us with Newcastle. I mean, Christ, to be doing what we're doing against them in the league table right until this moment, it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
And, there's still Sunderland fans saying we're not safe. It's like, we are, man. We are.
I'd prefer us to have another 7 points, and then I'll say, yeah, we're safe. But realistically...
Hello, David Knight. Hello, Boston Guns. All Arsenal injuries are back. How are you doing?
I think 36 points should be sufficient to stay up this season.
You know, well done to them. And
I think Newcastle's got a horrible run of games coming up, haven't they? They've got Liverpool, Man City. They've obviously got Villa tomorrow, so they've got a few tough games coming up. But like you said, you know, it's been really great winding them up all season. Like, to be fair, like, because they bite like hell when you do. But they have got the squad, and it's just obviously with Newcastle's injuries to the defence. Altamata, he's not hitting, he's not doing what he did when he first come in.
No.
So they have got a few problems themselves, but they've got a very experienced squad compared to what we have.
So would you say Regis LeBreeze, if it stayed 3-0 full time, would you say Regis LeBreeze he's got it wrong? He shouldn't have played 4-4-2. What formation would you have liked us to play? The usual what we have been?
Yeah, 5-4-1.
5-4-1.
Yeah.
And we've got better options on the bench to what we've put on.
Yep, we have. I'm surprised Diarra's not on the field. I'm surprised Talby's not on.
Yeah, I know.
See, on the flip side to that, though, like the 4-4-2 can work. I think we've played it a couple of times maybe this season. It can work. It's just technically, we're not on the normal game. There's no, we're normally in the face. We don't give them like another team a minute on the ball, and we're just not doing that today.
Yeah.
I still think it would be a better team if Xhaka came on second half with his injured bloody ankle. I do. I just think his presence there terrifies opposition and really puts a rocket up the Sunderland players. Him just being on that pitch, you watch his off-field antics when he's not got the ball. He's got his eye on every single Sunderland player, keeping an eye on where they're going, what they're doing, shouting at them, telling them off if they're not doing this and doing that, praising them when they need praised. You know what I'm saying? It's just an unbelievable player, and it's like with a circuit board today, but we're not turned on. We're missing that big connector, Granit Xhaka. That's whether I can sound like a broken record, but without Xhaka, we've got a broken circuit board out there, and we're just all over the place.
Yeah. So just quick run round the championship. Borough 3, Preston 0. Millwall 1, Charlton 0 are the two games that are being played at the moment.
Oh, is that right?
Tell you what,
Yeah.
Tell you what, next season it'll be amazing to have Borough back in the Prem. I don't care what Newcastle or any Sunderland fan says. Having them back is only going to bring eyes on the North East, but it's also going to bring a bit more passion. You know what I mean? It's going to, for the three different teams from the North East, it's going to bring that rivalry. It's going to be amazing if they come back.
Yeah.
And
Talby is coming on at half time apparently.
Needs something. I just think
who's going off?
And just sprinting and just warming up.
I just think Regis LeBreeze gambled and he's got it wrong. I'm not going to go too harsh on Regis. What he's done's been fantastic. But he's got it wrong today.
Diarra's coming on as well.
Yeah.
Simple as that. I think he's gone there today thinking we'll be all right today. We'll be all right, and it's backfired.
Certain's coming on. Diarra's coming on.
Is Hume on?
Hume's on. Hume's been on the field. He's been playing as captain.
Yeah, no, I mean, is he still on now?
I haven't seen who's gone off yet.
Talby's not coming on, Rob. It's Certain and Diarra.
Rainiola's clearly going to be replaced by...
Certain, Diarra and Talby are on.
And the third, Diarra, will replace Mienda.
Renildo Mundle's been non-existent today, mind.
Oh, he is.
The captain's
3 changes.
Substituted.
Yeah, Hume's gone. Thank God for that.
3 changes.
So who's off? Hume, Mundle, and who else?
Talby, Serkin and Diarra on for Mundle,
Renildo, and Hume.
Mayenda's still on.
Get the second half underway. They're defending
Serkin's
the goal
on.
to our right, in front of the...
Renildo was losing his head at the end of that half, mind you. Did he get booked as well? Did he, Rob?
Serkin's on for Ronaldo. Talby's on for Mundle, and Diarra's on for Hume.
A goal back would make things interesting, but it's a big ask of Sunderland to get anything from the game in the situation.
Can you see Sunderland getting anything from the game?
Well, it might get a goal. I can't see us getting any points out of the game. Big ask to get 3 goals.
Every team does have an off day, David Knight.
So, throw to...
Lempton says we need to turn this around if we're serious about top 4.
We do, but
I think top 4's out of the question, but
Diarra's made a run. towards the edge of the penalty area. It floats across towards Lefay.
But
Away by Wan-Bissaka.
at the minute, it's one of these
Sirkin trying
games
get
you
in
just
front
want
of
to scratch off, don't you?
But Skulls just
Yeah.
knocks him out.
Red Star says, I have a daft quid on Sunderland and a draw at 20-1. Nuno usually goes defensive now, and that could be your way back for you.
Halfway back inside their own
20-1 just to get the draw, is it?
Roofs in goal.
Hello, Packer Andrew. How are you doing, mate?
Sirkin now. Diarra and Siddiqui. Then Mienda Lefay.
Beacons Mackin says final score 4-1, you reckon?
On the bench still, O'Nien, Hertrauder, Rigg, Adingra and Isidore.
That wouldn't
West Ham,
surprise me.
Ariola in goal, Wan-Bissaka, Mavropanos, Todibo and Skulls. Souček and Fernandez. Bowen,
Well, where has this performance come from West Ham?
As Wan-Bissaka heads the ball out for a Sunderland throw.
Well, they
Loads
did,
of empty seats as well.
Sirkin
they did Tottenham last
take
week, didn't they?
halfway inside the West Ham United half. A long way to come for those Sunderland fans this morning. Early start, long way home to watch Sunderland being taken apart in the first half by West Ham United.
Yeah, it just tells you something. Are we a one-man club? Team one.
Well, it's a worry. It is a worry, isn't it? It's going to be. It will be discussed. Diarra behind him is Mukaila.
Cannot wait to phone Radio Newcastle after the game.
And now Siddiqui had to work to try and keep it in, but he can't. It's out.
It's got 3-3 written all over it, says Dato Fire.
For a throw.
I wish.
The only thing I get out of this game is a hangover, says Derek.
Not to score against Nuno Espirito Santo this season. Bit of a damning indictment.
Yeah, I know what you feel like, Andrew.
Isn't it? Still a fair way to go. Here's a throw. Skulls back to.
We need a response quick though, if we like to get back into it.
Yeah.
Back again to the goalkeeper Ariola.
Regis says words were not connected to the hour.
The ball down the left.
Yeah, no connection.
For a Sunderland throw, as I said, Sunderland in black.
Thanks for the
I just
subscriber,
can't-
thank you.
I just can't see him turning round and saying we played shite. Can you?
Bright
No.
orange. Out to Alderete, across to Ballard on this right-hand side. Now to Diarra, Mukaila. Diarra made to break down the right, but it's intercepted, and Somerville.
Don't forget,
gets
hit the
ball
thumbs up.
to Souček.
Let's get to 100.
Back to Todibo, and
I
out to
believe
Skulls.
he's Malta coming
Skulls
in.
Back to Todibo.
This is going to be
Diarra,
interesting.
who's lively, trying to get round Todibo. who just
Mr.
turns
Singh,
round
good
him,
afternoon.
puts the ball away straight into the
Oh,
path of Mukaila.
afternoon. There's
Picked
nothing
up.
good
A challenge
about
by
it.
Mienda.
Well,
Back
yes.
He comes then to Fernandez.
Malta, what is going on, Bonnie lad? Good to see you, by the way, mate. Good to see you. Hope you're well.
I am.
Answer that,
So, the Jacka Hume
I've just answered it,
gamble
Richie.
oh, was it?
Failed.
What you said?
didn't pay
Can you
off.
get your boots?
That's just what I said, wasn't it, Rob?
It is exactly
yourself
what
down
you
here.
said.
And Hume
Fernandez still
was at fault for
nursing
the,
a
for,
knock
for
on
the
his
first two
shin.
goals.
Diarra's going to haul him
You
to
know,
his
giving
feet.
away the penalty
And a free
as well.
kick, which will be taken by Jean-Claire Todibo.
It's been very, very
for West Ham
disappointing,
United.
right? And
Fairly deep
I
in
did
their half.
say
He's left it for
3 subs needed at
Fernandez. He's
half
left it
time,
for Ariola, the
and
goalkeeper,
they are
to
the
take.
3 subs that I would have made. And you know, if Jacka's out
Bit of
for
pushing going on with Mukaila,
you know
actually, and,
until the Arsenal game, people are talking about,
Todibo,
which is
I
the 7th
think,
of
won't it be?
Feb,
Pablo.
right?
Ball floats
Or
up to
6 to
Ballard
8
to head.
weeks.
Away from
then
Pablo, it was.
it has
The
to
ball
be
hangs in the air for a moment.
Diarra and
And down it
Talby
comes for Alderete, who
and
stabs it
Lefay
away
in the
first
centre.
time up into the centre
And
circle. And
I
Diarra's
think
making no nonsense
we should be
about
going for Oscar
taking
Bob
Mavropanos
tomorrow,
and getting the ball
or
away.
even this
And then
afternoon.
there's one
You
here
know,
on the left wing
Speakman
by Pablo, who tries
and
to by Todibo, who tries to get it. Somerville,
Gasolfi
who's got it.
should just be saying
Skips
to Man
back
City,
through to
right?
Fernandez and back
You know,
behind to
what do you want
Skulls.
for Oscar
Well,
Bob?
this West Ham team's playing with a lot of confidence.
Well,
The
they've got
wing
us bringing
play?
a step
You're
in
3-0
here,
up.
you know.
Non-evident, I don't think.
Skipping a
I mean,
bit.
you tell me,
Here
lads,
it is
if
again,
you've
Somerville looking
been
for it,
watching a
but
different
Ballard heads
game.
the ball down to Alderete.
But
Alderete up towards the halfway
it's
line.
been poor, like.
And then looking
I mean,
Oscar Bob, Malta. I think having Fulham put in a bid for Oscar Bob, because
I
I'm
think-
sure he come out on Sky
Yeah.
Sports. He says he wants to stay in London. He wants to go to London. Sorry.
you're talking to Richie, by the way, Malta. I don't know if you've met Richie.
I've not.
You're just joining us.
Yeah.
here.
All right,
Meet
Richie.
you, mate.
West Ham
Yeah, I
3-0.
missed.
That was the half-time score. Pablo on
But when you're saying the wing play there, Malta, we've been playing far too narrow. And like in the first half, we had no width on that left-hand side.
We didn't, and that was the thing, right? And that's why he's changed the whole of the left-hand side, right? And then, you know, the saw that will be, you know, and you know, away from home, right? We have been pretty poor. I put a post out earlier on, you know, we've had some great results, but this will be 7 games on the road without a win. The only 2 wins on the road have been at Forest and at Chelsea, right? If Isidore was 10% of a better player, we would have beat Liverpool. You know, there are some games that, you know, we could have maybe turned the result around. Again, even the Spurs match, if you'd turned it around a bit earlier, you know, it would have been a different game.
Well, that's the way it's looking at the moment.
But yeah, it's the Premier League is fine margins. Teams will take advantage of you, you know. And this is something that this Sunderland side is having to learn with. And every match away from home is a different footballing lesson, right? Forest is the only game away from home where we didn't go behind.
Yeah.
Right? So every other game, you know,
in regards of
that, you know, we've won. We only won the other game against Chelsea. We came from behind, right? Fair enough.
That's not good enough.
Great result, but
yeah, that'll hurt. I mean, they won't accept it. They will know that it's not being good
I'm
enough.
horrible for stats, right? West Ham hadn't scored 3 goals in the first half.
No.
In 5 years.
Yeah.
You know, they hadn't won at home in the league in 10 matches. Was it 10 in 10 games or something stupid like that?
Malta, do you know the Fanalist app?
No, I don't know it.
There's an app at Sky on it.
All right, okay.
I put a prediction Sunderland would lose 3-0 today, way before the game started.
Man, and did you get a bet on that?
No, I didn't.
Well, I'm glad you're not making any money from our misery then.
But why am I thinking that? That's what I'm thinking. It's just the minute I heard Xhaka was not playing, that just swung it.
Yeah.
But we're just not at the races. You know what it is? And that's why I think, lads, we've got to rewind the clock back to May and the playoff final, right?
Yeah.
I think the last few results, you know, especially beating Palace at home, the optimism and the level and the bar, as fans, you know, we were talking about the E word, you know, right? But we did, and I'm sure everybody on the show said, a couple of injuries though, and we'll be pretty screwed, right? You know, and what have we got? We've got an injury to our main man, our talisman, who's actually been playing with an injury all the way through the SAFCON, right? And then we'll decide, you know, right, you know what it is? Now we've got these lads back. We're going to give him a break, right? I've heard things like he's got to go for some surgery, you know. And I heard yesterday the Xhaka rumours, and I was just saying, mate, man, it's just bull, right? And they said, no, it's from a proper ITK, which is in the know for us old blokes, right? And I was like, mate, until I see the team sheet, I'm not believing any ITK. And as soon as the team sheet came out, he sent us this. He says, I tell you if you were starting as captain. Because I was like, nah, be starting Ballard as captain, or, you know, McGeely or Ronaldo, because they all have captained, you know, McGeely has captained, Ronaldo's an international captain, Ballard's an international captain. Well, Trey Hume's also an international captain as well.
Yeah.
But,
Lefay, but takes the ball over the line. And it's
You
a
know,
throw to
let's just
Sunderland.
do the Regis Lebris, I think.
On the
Let's
left
get the
halfway
40
inside
points.
their own half.
Let's get the safety. And let's hope that
We're in the
we can
56th,
get
we're
a
nearly
signing
in the
or two in.
57th minute.
Can you believe there's a lot of Sunderland fans on social media saying, never mind saying, the top half of the Premier League or Europe, we're not safe yet. It's still on the minds on some of the players.
No.
On some of the fans, should I say.
Those fans, right, are like me. They have been there, right? I was there at Gillingham away when we got relegated, man. I've seen Sunderland, snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. Not snatch victory from the jaws of defeat, right? But the other thing is, that time West Ham did go 3-0 up. That's out. They didn't win that game.
20 yards from the corner.
Right? But
out comes Robin Ruffs and his
this 10 minutes of the second half,
free kick.
We still don't look like at the races,
No.
But why though? Why don't we? Have we just turned up today thinking it's going to be a walkover? Is it a mental thing, Malta? Because we've got better players out than what we've got.
Right.
That result.
We've got a better side than West Ham. We've got a better team than West Ham. What West Ham have got is European and Premier League pedigree. We've got Premier League pedigree, but our main Premier League pedigree is injured, right? And he is the manager on the pitch, right? Oh God, I thought that was going to be bloody.
It's worrying though, Malta, the fact it's worrying the fact one player and we're screwed.
No, but again, it's one player, right? One player is the difference in many teams, many great sides down through history. One player has actually been the difference, right? Diego Maradona, Napoli. Diego Maradona, Napoli. I'll just put that out there. And I think that, we need to, because again, Xhaka previously has had some injuries, and we've talked about it in the past. Right? We've talked about it in the past about Xhaka and his injuries, right? And if he gets injured, what we're going to do, right? And I think we need to plan for 5 or 6 games without Xhaka, and we need to come up with a plan. And even away from home, we seem to be devoid from ideas. Now, I don't know if anybody read the Lefay interview where he said, he loves playing for Sunderland and he loves playing for the team, and we carry them through matches, and we do carry them through matches as well, like at home, right? But I know Cabby and Rob haven't been any games at home. What about yourself?
Richie's been to a few games at home, haven't you?
My last match was Palace for me, Malta.
Okay. So, and the atmosphere at home has been absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it is. It always is, though, Malta.
It is. So I think what we need to do is
any chance of getting something
that get our 40 points, right? And we then need to look at different tactics, formations, and the players. You see, now good players and great players, they can actually cut themselves off from the environment. Right? They can take they can take themselves off the complete environment and play in the most hostile of places and get results.
Do you know, the thing is, you mentioned the fact one player doesn't make a difference. The fact, I think if you lost any other player in Sunderland, yeah, you'd be gutted, but you wouldn't be overall concerned. But because Xhaka is the main circuitry in this circuit board, it's the fact that it just covers the whole of the pitch. Everything is just ran from the central hub. He's like this. He's the nuclear reactor of a power plant. Granite Xhaka.
Yeah,
He's the
he's held his
main.
team together.
He's the
You know,
mothership,
this
the fathership,
team-
whatever
this
you call
team
it.
is
Yeah.
playing in his image. The team plays in
Everything
his image.
comes off
The team
Xhaka.
performs in his image. Right? So 4 attempts, 1 on target. Right? They've had 9 attempts, 4 on target, 3 goals. Right?
You look at the difference. You look at their 2 wide men.
It's like we've just turned 60 minutes.
They've got a bit of pace there.
I want to see Isidore coming on.
Is this a wake up call to look at our strength in depth? At the fact like you're missing one player and we can be so drastically bad. Is this a wake up call to the hierarchy to say, "Hey, this squad just isn't good enough with Xhaka out"? As mad as it is to say.
No, you see, with Xhaka out, right? What you've got to do, you've got to then make that triangle of Siddiqui, Diarra, and Lafay.
Yes, I would totally agree with that.
That is my midfield triangle. Can TNT not bloody clean the camera on? It's like you can see the massive raindrops.
Aye, you can see it. Aye.
In it.
I'm just gonna go on the chat. Catch up on some folk.
Can I just jump in with one thing there?
Wait, aye, Richie, fire in, lad.
Opinion. So when you're saying about this one player, I 100% agree, but we can't do that. Personally, myself, I think Xhaka, if we finish in the bottom half, I think we might be away maybe next season. I'm not. That's a little bit of a worry about mine. But anyway, the problem, in my opinion, at the minute is we've got a rock solid defence. We've got a very, very good midfield, but our striking options are absolutely abysmal. Yes, we've got Brobry, we've got Isidore. But I was just saying to the lads there, Malta, though, Brobry and Isidore have only got 4 goals each this season, and it's something like 17 appearances for Brobry, and maybe close, maybe half, maybe a little bit more for Isidore. I don't know without having a look.
I posted this earlier on, and I'll tell
That's
you
our
exactly.
problem.
I'll tell you what our what Brobby's stats have been this season. Stats. Right.
But that's in my opinion, that's my problem, and I've always said, and Kathy will probably back us up on this, but I've always said what we need in our team is a big target forward, somebody who's big. Let's say like a Walter Marner, a big lad. He's going to cause a problem in that box. He can swing balls in, but like across the ball, get the balls in the box, get to his head, and somebody to play off him. In my, we haven't got that at the minute. We haven't, and that's what we need, in my opinion. I think a big lad up front, and I've always said it, would do us justice.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was a massive fan of Quinn, and I was a massive fan of Ross Stewart.
Yeah. Big target forwards.
Big target forwards. But you've got to service them. It's all well and good.
That's what I'm saying, though. Malta, we do that with swing balls in the box, we get plenty of crosses in the box. It's just they're totally wasted because we've got nobody to get on the end of those. We're having to put the balls in low, and it's easy to defend against sometimes. But I think if we're going to whip the ball in or float the ball into somebody who's got the height over their defence, 9 times out of 10 we're going to, go on the score sheet for that. But I think that's just our issue at the minute. Is we've built the defence, we've built the midfield, but we haven't built the forward line.
We haven't, right? So, did you watch? What do you call it? Regis's press conference on Friday.
I didn't, mate. No, I missed it.
Right. So, what he said is that he understands. He spoke to Isidore's agent. And he understands the frustration because players want to get minutes, right? And he says he needs to have 3 strikers, right? 2, which are the out and outs, which is Isidore and Brobby, and 1, which is more flexible, like a Mayenda. Now, this is our first season back in the Premier League, right? And it's a building process.
That's it. One back, guys.
Yeah.
Get in. One back. Robbie. Come on.
Robbie.
great ball in.
Hey.
McKayle's done that magnificently.
Game on.
So, because we were talking about Robbie.
Hey, you heard you now. Listen, Cabby now. Come on, how are lads?
Game on, come on.
And I did predict
what a header.
Robbie to actually get 2 goals today.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, see what I mean? We're whipping those balls in. We need somebody on the end of them like that, and that's a perfect example. I know he hasn't got the height, but he's a pain in the backside. He just needs to be supplied more. Him.
The thing is, he's like an immovable object, Richie. He's a big lad.
I'm so pleased for Robbie, like, honest to God. I'm really, really pleased for him.
Oh, what a ball. Beautiful cross by Mukiele. That's not the first time he's done that.
Mukiele, remember, who he crossed for as well? In the match against the visitors.
Oh, yeah.
That's a Premier League quality goal, that, like. Have you seen it, Muller?
He is a Premier League quality striker.
What a goal that is.
Just coming up on my stream now, guys. So I'm waiting for it.
It's a lovely move. Not just the header, but the move.
Yes. Nice goal.
Challenge.
It is, right? Now, again, the ball got put in for him, right? Now, Mukiele, you know, he's doing really well with his crossing, right? You know, and
that's a lovely goal. That is a lovely goal.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a process. It's a build-up process, and we need to build up our squad. West Ham have been in the Premier League for, what, 10 seasons? Right? Teams like Brentford and Brighton and Bournemouth, you know, they've had years in the Premier League to build up these squads, right? And it's not just the starting 11, it's a squad. It's like the difference in deciding the Premier League this season is not going to be a starting 11. It's Arsenal's strength in depth against Manchester City's strength in depth. Why didn't Manchester City have made massive moves in the transfer market, right? With Gehi and Sunderland reject extraordinaire Semenyo, right? You know, they've made big moves for players, right? Who, if they weren't coming to the end of their contracts, you know, would have been going for huge amounts, right? And Guardiola has left Haaland and Foden because obviously he agreed with me. There were pants against Bodo Glimt.
Do you know what? Even if we lost, say, 3-1 today, right? It's picked me up that Robbie getting another goal because he's only going to go from strength to strength to strength, and I'm so pleased for him.
Right, so Robbie, that's 5 goals now, right? Now the thing is, if he gets to 10 goals by the end of the season, and I think this was on TalkSport, this in the match coverage earlier on, was that if he gets on to 10 goals, big Premier League sides are actually going to be after him, right?
Yeah.
You know, if you get 10 league goals in the Premier League, you know, and I don't know if any of you have watched his reel from his season at, what do you call it, Ajax, when he had an amazing season.
Yeah, he got 24 goals in one season, didn't he?
Yeah.
Ajax.
Right. I'm just going to eat my lunch, lads, and I'll let you catch up. I'll just put myself on mute.
Yeah, just come back when you can. I tell you what, we get another goal, then, you know.
Pressure switches round, doesn't it?
And we could do it. We could definitely do it, because we're the team that always likes to come from behind.
Yeah.
Well, we're turning it on now. The way we're playing some beautiful football, but the thing is it just a bit too much? We'll soon see.
Signed in this window.
There's Callum Wilson and Youth, I think it is, coming on for them.
Yeah.
I think it's Skulls is the other, is it? It is. Yeah.
Let's give a little bit of belief back to the Sunderland fans, that goal, isn't it?
They are playing better in the second half.
So, Pablo and Skulls
just shows you if we'd have started with this formation and these players first half,
yeah.
West Ham heads will drop, says R45. They pull this back, it'll be talked about for a while. Still don't see it, but you never know, says Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Look, next goal's massive, isn't it? If West Ham get a goal, then obviously there's no coming back from that. But if Sunderland get a second goal, then
So
I think they'll be cocking themselves a little bit, West Ham.
the first
Yep.
West Ham player
Oh yeah.
to be shown a yellow card by Tom Bramall.
But what a game it'll make if Sunderland do get a
Free
second.
kick to Sunderland is wide on the right.
We do need a second soon
look
enough.
at fall off.
Touchline, about 12 yards inside the West Ham half.
That'll be a foul there.
West Ham push out to 20 yards.
Tatey's been booked. You're right, Tatey.
Hi.
Tatty.
It's higher now.
Old sponge, you mean?
Cheers for the subscriber on the channel, thank you.
Once and is caught by Alphonse Areola, who bowls it out, rolls it out to Wan-Bissaka on the right wing. And Wilson's gone through the middle. The ball floats up towards him. He brings it down on his right foot, but Ballard whips it off him back to Robin Ruffs, who falls gratefully on the ball. Ruffs rolls it out to Ballard. Ballard on the right. On again to Diarra.
That's what you call tit for tat, Rich.
Ballard across to Alderete.
Right.
Much better shape from Sunderland in the second half. And here's Siddiqui wide again to Sirkin. Sirkin back again to Siddiqui.
He's a handful still, you know, Callum Wilson. He's a problem.
Yeah. Oh, he is.
Ballard. Sunderland thinking about another change. Diarra to
Would you have him at Sunderland?
Yenda.
No.
Free kick.
Nah, the less ex-Newcastle players we've got, the better.
Exactly. And I think he would disrupt the squad more than anything else.
Yeah.
I always do with Packet Andrews. I always like to do it the hard way.
Yeah.
Isidore coming on, says Daytona. Look, it just needs that one goal.
Looking for
I would bring it Isidore and Dringer on, and I would take my ender off.
I'd be taking my end off as well.
Yeah, he's been totally anonymous today.
So free kick to West Ham.
This is where it's a bonus, Gary, about Brobby's confidence. If we lose today, then that's going to do Brobby the highest world of good for going into against the Burnley match.
Yeah.
To have a striker scoring goals, it's vital. And so far, Brobby's doing the business. Just a shame that we were 3-0 down when he did it.
This is why it'll be a big mistake, right? Getting rid of Wilson Isidore in this transfer window. I know, like, you've got Everton and Villa and whoever else.
I don't think you will get rid of him, Rich.
No, it'll be a huge error.
If we've got somebody lined up, I'll tell you that right now.
That's what I was going to say.
If the other person comes in on that day, you know, like when you buy a house, you've exchanged contract. The person who you're buying the house from, they exchange their contract. That's what it'll be. If we have another player who's been on the shopping list and comes available and he's there for, you know, 40, 50, whatever his price tag is, because again, January is the buyers, it's the sellers market in January. Yeah. You can basically say, you want a player? Aye, this is how much it's going to cost you. And Isidore now, he's coming on, right? And he's thinking, right, I've got a point to prove, whether it's going to be at Sunderland or going forward, right? And I've already scored against these fools once, so why can't I do it again?
The third of bottom for a reason, Walter.
Oh yeah, and all of our forward line have scored against them this season. There's enough stat for you, Rob.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, and you know, providing they've got somebody, like you say, somebody lined up to come in and replace him, I think yes, they would sell him.
Because that's the model, isn't it? Right?
It is.
For 3 million. We're bought for 3 million. We're selling for 25 million. That's 9 times. What do you call it? So 9 times.
I thought it was about
8 times.
I thought we paid about £8 million for him.
No, nothing at all like that, man. It was tuppence halfpenny.
Right. Yeah. So you know, if you get a good profit off him,
that's the model.
Well, exactly. You know, it's worked well for them.
Because then what it does, it works well for us for PSR, right? We bought him for 2-3 million. We sold him for 25. My end up coming off. And then that 25 basically is what we paid for Brobby.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, that opens up another load of chunk of money from Carroll's back pocket. Fell down the side of the door in his Rolls Royce. I just found 30 million quid.
Souček at the edge of the penalty area.
No, yeah, I
Wide
totally agree with
to
Gary Oil's
substitute
comment there. How
Diouf
many times have
on
Sunderland built us
to
up?
Somerville. He tries a bit of
He's
a
not
trick,
getting
it doesn't
carried
really
away
come off.
just
It does
yet.
come back down to
If we
Souček
get
there.
another goal,
Now
if
Diouf
it just all it
snaps
takes is that
that
other
pace
goal. Like I said,
forward.
this next,
There's a throw to
the
West
next,
Ham
the
on
next
half-half
goal is going to be the
went
pendulum. Which way it's going to swing? Whoever gets the next goal, it's going to decide
Because
things.
that's what happened in the Bournemouth match, remember?
Yeah.
Yep.
Diouf's going to take the
If Sunderland get a quick goal back, 3-2, then
on this
that just
left-hand
rubs out
side.
that 3-goal lead, as you know,
So
and
Wilson
it's
trying to get around.
tails are up for Sunderland.
And West Ham would start panicking.
But
Oh,
they
yeah.
need to hit that second goal soon if they're going to do
Get it
that.
the Ballard. Get it the Ballard.
West Ham get a fourth, 4-1. Then
Robin Ruffs. The applause is for
who knows?
Tati, who's walked round the pitch back to the dugout for West Ham, having been replaced.
What do you think of Ruth's positioning on the third goal?
Halfway on the right-hand side.
He got a hand to it.
To Diarra.
He was middle of the goal.
Mhm.
It was a good shot. He got a hand to it, but it was just too powerful.
too powerful.
It still went in.
Yeah,
You
too
know.
powerful. I don't think many people would have saved that, to be honest.
No, I don't think so.
But then
To be
people on
fair.
social media were saying, "Oh, Ruth. You should have got that." Mate, even if you had big bloody bin lid hands like Schmeichel,
It would have still gone in.
still would
It
have
was,
went
a
in.
good, it was a good shot.
Bailey crosses again, looking for Wilson. Easy door, trying to get his head on it, but he can't. And Diouf gets it clear, scrambles it clear. Siddiqui turns and gets it.
West Ham fans will get on the players' backs if Sunderland score as well.
Well, will they?
Yeah, that's true.
Paul Bowman says, who's been the spanner in the works today? I've got to see Regis Labrie for his disastrous lineup and players he's picked for the first half, unfortunately.
Hume hasn't had a good game either.
You know, he totally got it wrong, Regis Labrie, with his formation and his players for the first half. That's what's did it.
I think if you were to do player ratings right now, unfortunately, Trey Hume would be at the bottom of everybody's player ratings.
Yeah.
In my end, I'd be sat
I feel a bit sorry for him. Feel a bit sorry for him. He stepped up to be the captain today and it hasn't worked out for him. I feel
Yeah.
a little bit from like it.
But you know what? This is a man's game. This is a man's game. It is men's football. It's the multi-billion-pound Premier League. There's no space for carrying anybody, and there's no space for mistakes.
Trying to cross, comes up off
No. Yeah. I mean, we're definitely playing better in the second half.
Oh, that great cross from McGeely.
79th minute.
Need that second goal quick, though.
Just delaying things a little bit with
Yep.
Diouf, who's going to take the throw.
I've said the next 5 minutes
Just a surge of them.
it's crucial. It's crucial the next 5 minutes.
West Ham.
Because if we don't get a second goal in the next 5 minutes, I think West Ham will start playing
We
again.
really need to take advantage
Wilson
of
takes
long
it on his
throws
chest,
and,
taps it
free
out
kicks.
off of a Sunderland player for a throw to West Ham.
A lot better in the second half.
Much better.
I really need to see Diarra doing something as
Diarra's
well.
made a big difference.
He should be like on a massive high after winning the AFCON.
Get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Diouf with the throw on this left-hand side.
I mean,
I'll be mad.
the bitter pill doesn't taste as bitter this second half. I mean, I was still losing, but you just want to see some sort of response, don't you?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think, to be fair, since the subs have come on, they have responded. We are playing better. We've got the better of the game at the moment.
By a combination of Siddiqui and Mukaili. And it's a yellow card for Siddiqui.
Just need to beat Burnley next. Labrie's still learning as well as the team, says Dougie.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't disagree with Dougie's comment there. He's a young manager.
Very interesting if something get a second goal.
Can you see Sunderland getting a second?
I can.
I can.
Because I've not missed a home game. Right? So I've seen what we're capable of.
And the free kick will be, presumably Fernandez will take it.
I can see West Ham scoring, to be honest with you. I cannot see us
West
getting
Ham
the
aren't
goal.
looking to score though. West Ham are not looking to score. West Ham are only looking. They still have got quite a deep formation, right? And they're just looking to not concede. Now, I don't know if anybody saw the Celtic game when Celtic went out with 10 men, right? And Celtic just played a 9 behind the ball in the box, right? And Bologna scored 2. And it was because they were so deep, right? In a bank of 5 and a 4 that they just invited the pressure. And that's what, we need to now. We need to put that pressure on them.
We do?
What chaos is he going to bring into the game?
Luke 09 coming on.
See?
How long for, though? That's the question.
Oh, actually, I didn't see the subs bench.
It's the unknown, isn't it? Without you could do anything. You wouldn't rule it out. You wouldn't rule it out.
Because I know Dan Neil is off to the Rangers.
It's a good card to play sometimes. Ballard on halfway. Mukeli just behind
Which
him.
I'm
Behind him is Diarra.
not really
Diarra
pleased about, because
Alderete then
it would be the
Lefay,
difference
just in
between
the West Ham half.
them winning the title
And then
and Hearts or Celtic winning the
Talbot
title.
back to Lefay. Cross to Ballard here on the right hand side. Ballard. Short pass forwards to Lefay. Talby. He's got Sirkin wide. Here is Sirkin now. And Sirkin.
Need a second quick, lads.
Talby crossing. Drops over. Oh, drops for Isidore.
He had enough time to have a touch.
I think he was trying to find the floodlights rather than the goal.
He wanted a spectacular goal.
And he's trying to whip the Sunderland fans up. O'Nine's coming.
You see, this is how cruel it is. You get a chance like that, you've got to make the most of it. You've got to put them away.
Yeah.
Mukeli. Interesting.
He's not happy.
Yeah, we've got 10 minutes to get to. It would be nice, but I don't think so. It is a tall ask. It is a tall ask. I think if we stuck with this side at the first half, I don't think we'd have lost today. Do you know that?
There's clearly words.
Yeah, like I said, Steve, he's a young manager. He's 50. He's still younger than I am. I love
He's
younger than
younger than
I
I am.
Looked at him and shrugged his shoulders. He didn't look at all happy.
How old are you, Cabby?
51.
All right, same age as me.
51, aye. Only 51.
My birthday on the Arsenal game.
Is it?
Yeah, so I'll be coming live from the Emirates that day, lads.
Fantastic.
Middle of the Sunderland half.
Oh, I've just seen Isidore's volley there.
Right.
That was shocking.
haven't
You
seen
should
it
have
yet.
took that down. You should have took that down.
Should have
Oh,
took it down.
You should have hit it better.
Mukiele's off. Mukiele's been subbed for 09.
He was.
There was a brief exchange.
I think he hurt his leg.
What was he trying to do? Isidore there, like.
He was trying to lace it into the net. Miscalculated somewhat.
Them sort of goals only go in once every freaking 100 times, them.
Something's going on down
Yeah.
in the
He was under the ball rather than over the ball. So
Sunderland dugout. The free kick is
See,
taken.
Mukiele's
Mavropanos
absolutely
heads the ball down.
fuming on the bench. Isn't it?
Cleared by
You
Sunderland.
know why?
Yeah.
He got the
Stewart's
assist,
got him,
right?
a couple of stewards in behind the
He's been
Sunderland
playing
player.
really well,
It's not
and
fully
he's
fit. Comes back
doing,
to
you know,
Sunderland
he's
penalty area.
giving it the
West
big
Ham
and in
played
French
penalty
as well.
from
The Zuta law.
Aldereti's got the ball.
Why has he been
Right.
took off then?
he was limping after
Limping.
the tackle he got. He made a tackle and he was limping and shake. He's got a hand injury as well, so I wonder if he's knocked his hand.
West Ham United half, and then wide to Lefay. Lefay back out to
To be
O'Neill
honest,
on the
too
right.
easy.
A hand injury,
O'Neill
right?
falls back
You know,
by
like,
Somerville, plays it back
yeah,
to
you know,
Siddiqui.
I know he's a, you know, he's
Siddiqui
an
now to
expensive
Alderete.
player and he's an asset
Alderete
and all that
drives
sort
the
of
ball
stuff,
into the
right?
penalty area. Diouf heads the ball out.
If a
Ballard
player
brings it
says, I
down,
want to stay on,
skips past Somerville,
and he
here
is
to
a
O'Neill,
level
and he
or
drives
two
one in,
above Luke Woodard,
onto the roof and net, and it
I'd be
came
bloody
down
keeping
off the
him on.
bar. It almost sneaked in. It almost sneaked in between the corner of the bar and post. And Ariel
4-9.
is the most relieved
See,
goalkeeper on
that's a shot.
the
Nearly
pitch.
scores.
That's the lead player on the pitch.
That's what Luke 09 can do.
Extraordinary. Now a break, possibly for Wilson down the left. It's fouled by Siddiqui.
God, we're giving some fouls away today, like. We are
Yeah.
giving some fouls. Every time West Ham getting attacked, there's a foul by us.
Ooh. Just seen that 09 chance there.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet, Richie. I think my
sorry,
screen's
mate.
about a minute and a half behind yours, mate.
Sunderland dugout from a lot of people at the end of the tunnel. And there's a steward. There's something
Jeez.
happening down there. Free kick.
I think me and you are
for
watching the
West Ham
same screen,
now on
Rob.
the wide left.
Yeah,
25 yards
I think
out.
it's just coming up for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Very, very soon.
Ballard hits it out at 09.
Fernandez
Oh
curls
my
us in,
God.
runs to catch this, he does. We're in the 87th
We're
minute.
definitely watching the same screen.
Sunderland are going to get
Nearly, didn't it? And nearly creeped them.
Did it hit the? I hit the crossbar.
That was that was a very poor cross.
Leaves the ball for Lefay to take the throw.
That hit the post bar keeper.
Now on the right-hand side.
My
Bloody
God.
hell, that was close.
Imagine
Keeper
if
was
I'd got
nowhere.
him.
Keeper was nowhere.
I know.
The dugout.
Well, I said
Hit the-
Sunderland need to
hit
get
the
a
post.
second goal in the last 5 minutes, and they haven't done that. I
Yeah.
think it's game hour, lads. I cannot see it.
Yeah, hit the post bar and then hit the bar after the keeper fumbled it.
There's something happening.
They keep talking about something going on in the dugout.
Did you see that there? It's just showing you Granit Xhaka is going off it with this massive, big dude behind him. He's got, honest to God, he looks like he's going to kick off in a minute.
Which they do. It's sitting on the touchline at the moment, and Diarra in the end fouls.
I wonder what's been said there.
Diouf. And it's a free kick to West Ham.
Oh, I can see him, aye.
Bench, I'm watching the
You seen the size of him?
What do you want? What do you want?
Areola's
He's saying to the guy, what do you want?
coming
What do you
across
want?
to take
Granit
free
Xhaka.
kick. And,
Do you not think Granit Xhaka should just ignore him, just shut his mouth?
every West Ham
No,
fan
no,
around
Granit
the
Xhaka
dugout,
should do the,
they've all
what do you
stood
call
up
it?
and around it, and it's
He
gonna
should
take
channel us in a
standing
counter.
up along the
He's
line.
sitting him. Me and you
Areola's been
outside.
spoken to by this. This is a yellow card for
Offering him out.
Diarra.
Get the Albanian mafia down.
You don't muck about with him, do you? You don't muck about with Xhaka, do you?
Oh,
We're in
That'll be in the
the
mafia. Would
88th
be in the
minute.
ground.
West Ham leading 3.
I
They
think
should.
that's why every dugout should have a shield
Not been the
behind
best
them.
of afternoons
Yeah.
for London
It's the
Stadium
same at
this
Old
afternoon.
Trafford. They haven't got anything to cover the players.
Thing is,
Another
is-
bloke now getting kicked out.
Is he sitting in the dugout or is he in the crowd just behind the dugouts?
Areola will take
No, he's in the dugout. I think Robbie's just behind, in front of the.
Nuno Espirito Santo. Yeah. I think they're
Oh, they've
concerned
stopped the
about
game as well.
There's been whatever's happening in the dugout.
Sorry, I know I'm spoiling this here. I should really zip this up.
Nuno Espirito
Unusual,
Santo,
that, like.
looking back at the Sunderland dugout, the West Ham fans are all cheering now.
Stewards and everything involved now there.
And the kick from Areola, headed up in the air by Dan Ballard, headed on by Bowen.
Interesting to
Wilson,
find
who's
out.
hooked it on for Wan-Bissaka to chase, but Ruffs has had to sprint out and with his
Wonder
left
who that bloke is
drive
like.
it upfield to the half.
Robin Hood, the first half, did the damage, mate.
89th minute,
Wrong formation, wrong players selected.
and back it comes to Mavropanos.
We would not have lost this game if we started the way we with that formation in the team we had second half.
Back to
No.
Mavropanos. We're in the last minute. Ball hooked up. 09 chests onto Isidore. He's tackled by Diouf. The ball rolls towards the touchline. and
I couldn't
eventually
give a
comes
toss
on.
about what the fans are saying. It's the result I'm bothered about.
West Ham United.
It's going to be interesting when the whistle goes.
Well,
We're just going to have to forget about this and move on.
Yeah.
Have to. I think
Yeah.
Burnley's on a Monday night, so it's a live game as well.
Yeah, we're never good on Monday nights, though, are we?
With his throw, a yard or two down from
I think we'll be Burnley at home.
Ballard heads the ball.
I do as well. Well,
West Ham are
if it was
leading
away,
We
I
won the
don't
game?
think we would.
We'll see how much time's
I
going to
might, if I can get a ticket, I might.
To goalkeeper.
I'll get the
I'll
ticket.
have a look for you. I'll have a look for you.
Aye, champion. Thank you.
So now up towards Wilson again.
Whereabouts do you live?
South Shields, mate.
South Shields? I'm from Shields.
Yeah. Are you whereabouts?
Guy?
Chiefs
Guy,
subscriber,
and
thank
then
you.
time's up.
Yes, Robin, need to focus on the
Aye,
next
Kai.
getting points.
4 minutes.
Aye, just up the road from me then, mate.
And a
I
corner
live next to
from the
Aldi.
right.
You live next to Aldi? Oh, aye.
Aye.
Going on Maximilian Kilman,
Ah, small world, mate.
I live in Bolton Colliery now, but
who's a left back.
I used to live up Chai, and I live down
4 minutes.
Tyne Dock.
West Ham leading 3-1.
Aye. That's where I'm from originally. I'm from East Borden. I grew up in East Borden. I used to hang around like Hilton Castle and Red House and Town End Farm when I was younger.
Well, thanks everybody for tuning in on the chat. It's not been a happy day, but you get these days, don't you? And I think it's a big learning curve for Regis today.
Here it comes from Bowen. Flicked across towards the goal line, and there's a bit of a confrontation between Alderete. Oh, he's off the underside of the bar, and then it's headed up again by Wilson. It's gone off the bar. Did it go over the line? Now the ball is in the back of the net.
We've got a second.
He's given the goal. Goal line technology must have given that.
3-2.
Foul, is it?
And live score have put the wrong thing up. Live score accidentally put on 4-1.
Confrontation with Mavropanos.
Ooh!
Ball came back in off the post, and it looked as though it could have gone over the line. Souček pushed him.
We haven't scored. West Ham scored. West Ham scored.
Over the line. It was caught.
Yeah.
Aye.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on a minute.
But it's the first shot from
Wilson.
Fernandes again.
Might be a foul though.
Hit the bottom of the crossbar. It's come back out.
Oh no, it's a free kick to us. Hold on.
Still going on.
It's not a goal, it doesn't matter.
Aye,
Does it?
Souček. Nah, Souček fouled him on the line.
No, his live score saying 4-1. Like.
They were arguing.
Nah, it's not a free kick to us.
It don't matter, game over anyway, but it's 4-1, 3-1, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's like,
What a strike ball that was.
it's like the Wild West here at the minute.
Oh,
In the East. Ruffs wanders out and he's having a word with the referee. Change will be made that Somerville is coming off for Kilman. Somerville is coming off.
I know, it was raw disallowed.
Somerville is coming off for Kilman.
Kilman's a centre-back, isn't he?
Yes, he is, yeah.
So do you agree, lads? You think if we started this formation and played second half, first half, different
Yes,
result?
we would. It would have
You know
been
what
a
it is?
different
I was
result.
always doubtful as
We've had another minute or two
Hume
now because of that. All that
being
malarkey
in the jack arrow.
over the possible goal. Ruffs with the
Yeah.
kick up through the middle, headed across here to Diouf, who wallops it back up for Wilson to chase, bounces up high above him. Alderete heads it back to Ruffs.
It's all West Ham now, isn't it?
I think if we just wanted to do what he wanted to do in the first half, we should have started off with a back five and put Trey Hume on as a wing back.
Yes.
And then, you know, we might have had a better chance defensively to hold them, but we'll just give them too much.
That was a 100,000% shot from 09, so close on one of the websites.
Yeah. 100% shot cross.
It was
either a really poor cross or a damn good shot, and I'm not sure which it was.
Steve says we need answers, proper answers on why we started like this.
Yeah, I think it was just simply wrong selection of players. We've been much improved in the second half.
But they haven't all left around the paddock and around the dugout.
just a bad day at the office, I think. Let's not. Hopefully, this won't continue.
Mary Poppins on Match of the Day will be itching to get some analysis in today, won't he?
You know what it is? Unfortunately, he's seen as irrelevant because last week we won against FA Cup holders and European challenge in playing in the Europa Conference League, Crystal Palace, and they didn't even do 1 second of the Sunderland game.
No.
It's all about Glasner, wasn't it? Glasner come out after the match saying he was annoyed and the higher up, he's not helping him and all this rubbish.
Yep.
Well,
it was like at the start, though. Did you watch the first match of the day when we beat West Ham? And he was like, "Oh, I'm not doing this."
He spat his dummy out, man.
Well, it's not often we.
Well, there we go.
It's not often we taste performances like that. Really, I think that's another thing in that. Like, but I still think the damage was done. First half, it was like.
Oh yeah, God, yeah. Yeah, you can't give 3 goals away and expect.
Very few teams can come back from 3-0 down at half time.
That's
very few
true.
teams,
especially in the Premier League.
Not just in the Premier League. even your Real Madrid's, Barcelona's, Bayern Munich's 3-0 down at half time. It's also soul sapping.
Yeah.
Imagine being a player, right? And you're 3-0 down and it's only half time. And you're just thinking, could it be 7-8-0 second half?
Yeah.
I was there at he's still saying to the guy like
he's a West Ham security. He's security. He's an official.
Mm-hmm.
He's got all the West Ham kit on.
So it's like I was there at when we lost at Southampton. I was there when we lost at Everton. Was it 7-1? 7s, 8s,
Yeah.
And those Sunderland sides totally collapsed in the second half.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Bolton, 6-0.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a good mate of mine is a big Southampton fan, and he's never let me forget the 8-0 at Southampton, where we scored 3.
Here's a thing on social media. It says, feel the discipline from some of the players the last few weeks has started to boil over. Silly yellows, arguing and fighting for no reason. Omar focusing on arguing as the ball is still live in our box and crashing into the crossbar above. His head is too much. Play to the whistle. Are you with everybody then, lads? It's just rub it out. I mean, what do you think Regis will take from this coming in against the Burnley match?
I think he'll accept that. He'll probably made
He
the
got it
wrong
wrong.
selection.
He just got it wrong. That's all it was. He got it wrong. Simple as.
Yeah, I think that's where it'll be. It'll be okay. I cocked up on that one. Move on. Look at the next game. Yeah, it is where it is.
Yeah. Mags can't see it out because they lost 3-1. Look, I'm not bothered what they say. They can.
But you know what it is? This is where the points. I've been talking about it for weeks. Is goal difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if you look at Chelsea, who are only a point above us, but have got a 14+ goal difference swing against they've got a +12 and we've got a -2.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it -2 now? I thought it might be a bit more than that.
That's -2.
Steve says if you watched the training video the other day, they all looked miserable. Looks like the team is playing about with. Andy says, looks like your team is playing about as well as your attempt to plug in the HDMI cables. I think the HDMI cable was bloody lost Necronics today, Andy. Christ, I don't think they even found it. First half, especially.
You're never going to live that one down, Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know. Well, it's going to be interesting when the player ratings all come in.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely the better team in the second half. The problem is when you're 3-0 down at the end of the first half, it's a massive ask to come back from that. Had we started with the team we had on in the second half, I think it would have been a different result. Simple as that.
Are Sunderland safe this season, would you say?
Well,
we only need 2 wins.
But I'll still wait for the 40 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only 2 wins, though, isn't it? 2 wins.
Yeah. 2 wins.
All right.
No, yeah. The problem is
2 wins. Burnley at home and Newcastle away.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, the problem is Beaconsfield, Mackham, is he would have sunk his teeth into the ball and run off with it and not brought it back.
Well, let's get the. I'm going to get the league table up. I'm going to have a look at this. Hold on.
2 seconds, lads.
Yeah, David Graham, you should reiterate the fact that the Olympic Stadium was funded by the taxpayer, not by West Ham. They only rent it at a peppercorn rent as well.
Yeah, they've got a 70-year lease, and they only just recently managed to get the claret and blue seats in. Far away from the stadium, you know, with the running track.
I've been to that stadium, but when the Olympics was actually on.
I went there when it was Olympics as well, but I also went for that league game as well.
Yeah. I was actually in London when the Olympics started in 2012. Not for very long, admittedly. Flew into London from Gibraltar on the Friday lunchtime and flew out for Cyprus on the Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. So I wasn't there for very long. But
Trying to get the league table up, but it's got to.
yeah, the Monday Magpies versus Mackhams show might be. There might be some subdued Sunderland correspondence on that one if Newcastle do win tomorrow. Because we'll be getting the piss pulled out of us, no doubt.
It swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Why is this league table not
That's it.
bigger like that?
Are you planning on joining that one, Richie?
Which one, mate?
It's the Mackhams versus Magpies, or Magpies versus Mackhams.
On Monday, yeah.
It's on a Monday night, and it's there's a group of Newcastle fans. Good bunch, good laugh, and it's all good natured, bit of banter.
Yeah.
Lot of piss taken, as you expect. But yeah,
I'll join in.
Yeah, they're a good bunch.
Down south.
There's only used on there, like, so we need some more backup against them, lot.
Right.
Yeah, well, there was me, Cabby, and there was 4 of them last week on Cabby's show. So, mind you, one of them is a good mate of mine, so he doesn't count.
Right.
Well, I've got the lead. I've got the
give
lead. Yeah, you're well welcome to come on, Mitch. Like I say, if you didn't want to come on, if you can, there's no pressures and stuff. I've got the league table up there. You can have a look. I don't know if you can see it on your screens there. Like, so, has that got Forest and Leeds looking over the shoulders now? Then
I think it will have, but I can't. Forest definitely. Leeds, I don't think so. I think Leeds will not be in the relegation zone at the end of the season.
Who's Leeds playing this weekend?
I'll tell you the 3 o'clock fixtures. It's Burnley versus Spurs, Fulham versus Brighton, Man City versus Wolves. And at 5:30, you've got Bournemouth versus Liverpool. And then tomorrow, 2 o'clock, you've got Brentford versus Forest and Palace versus Chelsea. The Visitors versus Aston Villa and Arsenal versus Man United.
Playing Everton on Monday night.
Monday.
Everton.
Monday. Oh. So you're saying that, Rob, right? But let's look at it this way, right? If Bournemouth lose tonight, and then Leeds lose tomorrow, and say Nottingham Forest pick up a win,
there's
just behind sight. I think it's all the way up to Bournemouth. I can't see Spurs getting pulled into it. I think Spurs will start picking up points again. They've had a really bad run. But,
the thing is, if you're talking about Bournemouth, you've got to think Spurs as well, because Spurs are on the same number of points. And Crystal Palace are only 1 point ahead of them. You know, so really anything from 13th down is, I suppose, technically at risk. But Wolves are down. I don't think there's any question about that. Wolves will go down. Burnley are struggling big style, but I always thought they would. I think right at the beginning of the season, in fact pre-season, on one of Cabby's shows, I said Wolves, Burnley. I wasn't sure about the third one, but I thought West Ham would be the third one to go down. Forest, I didn't expect to be down there, to be honest. I thought Forest would have been pushing for another place in Europe this season. Leeds, I thought would be too good they'd have too much to get relegated. And as an outside one, funnily enough, my choice was Brentford, because they lost the manager and they lost 2 of their better players, or 3 of their better players. but they've proved me wrong completely on that, because they're same number of points as us at the moment.
Newcastle United page,
Yeah.
right? This is they posted the headlines on the Newcastle United FC fans. Sunderland losing 3-1 at West Ham and losing their heads, and off the pitch, Xhaka offering the fans outside. I've just posted, the Geordies climb out of their skips again. Nowhere to be seen last week. Nowhere to be seen last week. And that's exactly what it is. Climb back under your rocks, man. Do you know what I mean?
I like it.
The day, like.
You know what it is? They say it all the time. Oh, you're obsessed with us. You're this, that. We're just as bad as each other. It doesn't matter what anyone says. We do it to them, and they do it to us. It doesn't matter what you say or this, that, and the other. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? But it's. I'm not worried at the minute. I don't think. I think we'll get a result against Burnley. I really do. But I can't see we're having any issues now.
I got called 11 because I called it. I says we'll lose today on one of the Sunderland websites because we lost Xhaka, and it's like, I don't know. Look, it is what it is. It's like, it'll be interesting to see what Reid used to say. Just goes to show you the quality of the Premier League. Just because you're third off bottom doesn't mean you're miles away off form. You're still playing.
Well, actually, this is their third win in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Something we've not been able to do all season.
Yeah.
Right? They've won back-to-back league games and an FA Cup match.
Is it a concern we've not won 3 games on the trot?
But you know what it is? Last week in the league, nobody had actually won 2 games on the trot. Not one team was on a 2-match league winning run last week on match week 21 or match week 22.
Yeah.
That shows you how competitive the Premier League is.
So who are you saying is going to win it then? Do you think it's Arsenal now, or do you think Arsenal slip up?
Arsenal by a long. I think they'll win it by 6 or 7 points.
I think Pep's checked out a bit as well, to be honest.
A few people said that, Malta. A few people have said. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what. Do you guys want to give me a hand here? We're gonna rate the players. 100% is the best score. Obviously, 0% is the worst score. There's like a slider. We'll start with Robin Roofs. What score should I give him? 50% so? What do you reckon?
There's nothing you could do about the third. No, I'd still put him up on 65, 70%, something like that, personally.
We'll give him 70%, and should we just say not much he could do about the goals?
There wasn't.
Not his fault.
Nah. Move along to Dan Bollard. What would you say, Dan Bollard?
He was a bit below par today, I think.
Yeah, I think all the defence had a bad day today, to be honest with you. They all looked disorganised. They didn't know who's where was who, etc.
I've given him a 65% out of 100.
Yeah.
Alderete.
Again,
he wasn't very good.
He was below his normal standard. He's normally absolute solid. He was below his normal standard. Similar to Ballard, I would have said.
As a 60.
I wouldn't rate Ryan though very highly at all today. I think he was absolutely shocking, and he got booked.
He had a bad game.
Ronaldo Mandava, then, what should we give him out of 100%?
30. Would you? I wouldn't even give him that much, mate. I thought he was so poor. He just lost his head. He's done that a few times, Ryan. Because he's so experienced in things, he loses his head and loses his cool.
Well, I mean, I was there when he got sent off. as well, right?
Right.
You know, and he put the team into a terrible position. It was Villa. It was the Villa game, was it? And we still
Can't
managed to
remember
get a
which
point, right? But again, you know, when you're experienced at that level, there's no excuse. Honestly, there's no excuse for petulance, you know.
Mhm.
And it's like, yeah, we were losing on the pitch, you know. And Xhaka was like, you know, he was losing it off the pitch as well.
Yeah.
But there's no excuse for that. In that half, right? He actually, his pass success rate was 91%, right? But he lost possession twice, and he only made one tackle, and it wasn't successful. So there you go. That tells you the story of his game.
Yeah.
Good nice touch from West Ham fan there. Says Xhaka not playing was massive plus for us. All the best for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Can't really argue.
Cheers, Michael.
Can't argue with that. Good luck for the rest of the season. Hello to somebody just popped in. Harry Trenholm, how you doing, mate? Good, my mate from Pallion Road. He nearly got to the penalty. Says Harry. Tony O'Reilly, good to see you. On to the Mukulele now. What would you give him out of 100?
Defensively, he was. I don't know how a dwarf beat him for a headed ball for the first goal. I really don't. And he lost his temper when he got subbed. But the cross he put
you know
in,
what it is?
the
You know,
cross he
losing
put
your
in for the
temper.
goal was brilliant.
Yeah. But you know, losing your temper for being subbed off.
Yeah,
is like,
passion.
It's passionate. It's different. It depends on how they're losing the temper. If you're having a shit game and you get subbed off and you lose your temper thinking that, oh yeah, I shouldn't be getting subbed off, right? You know.
Yeah.
But no one's bigger than the side.
No.
But the thing is though, he got subbed off thinking, I've been subbed off. Hold on. I've been your only channel and I've made you a goal this week and I made you a goal last week. I made you a goal against the visitors.
Yeah.
Right. So I would have kept him on, you know. His defensive stats, you know, his passing stats were 73%, right? His defensive stats were 0.
Romain Mundle, what would you give him out of 100?
He didn't turn up today at all.
I didn't even know
40% top whack.
You're being really, really generous at 40%, right?
I'm a
He had
generous sort
7
of guy.
passes. I know. He had 7 passes and 6 of those were successful, right?
Yeah.
And he lost possession 6 times, right? He only made 1 successful tackle, right? And he'd be a 30% max, really. And that's just because of the pass success rate. But the thing is, the losing possession, right? 6 times.
Yeah.
He shouldn't be losing possession that much as a Premier League winger. You should know when to release the ball.
Yeah.
And that's the
Yeah.
difference. That's the difference for us. And that's why Romain Mundle's good. But if we want to kick on, we need the next level up from Romain Mundle.
You've got to
as
have
a winger.
Yeah. You've got to have clear outs. You've got to say, nice lad, whatever. But
He's on the bench.
Yeah.
We should have a drinker. We should have a drinker starting today. Much better than Mundle.
What about
100% better.
What about Siddiqui?
He was a little bit anonymous today. I know he was putting the running in and he was putting the tackles in, but it wasn't his normal. He was below par. But
He had 1 shot on target, right?
Yeah, he had a
He
damn
had
good
1
shot.
foul against him, right? 51 passes, 42 successful.
Yeah, I was
Only
thinking
had 2 long
65,
passes.
70%.
But he lost possession 11 times, right? Now, that 11 possession lost, for me, he'd be a 50% because, you know, losing possession 11 times, you know, I don't really watch defeats back. And I don't think I'll watch this one back, but I'll be interested to see if on Monday Night Football, you know, like if Carragher or what's he called, Thierry Henry, if they do any analysis of our game, because I'm sure they'll do an analysis of Brian Brobby, because Thierry Henry is in love with Brian Brobby. I'm telling you that right now.
He is.
Right.
I jumps into bedroom, didn't he?
Right, but they'll say, yeah, Brian Brobby in the Sunderland side, which produces nothing away from home, and the only cross that came in, he scored from, right? Yeah, Siddiqui today, he really should have turned up more, and he should have known that his partner in crime is injured. And he needed to put in a bigger performance today. And yes, the pressure was on. Mate, that's why he's on 100 grand a week or whatever he's on. Because he's in the Premier League and the pressure is on.
Colton Connor's piping away the Geordie. Hey, where were you guys when we won against Palace? You don't see one Geordie in the chat room. Crawl back under your skips, man.
Them?
Where were you when we beat yous? Do you know what I mean?
Thinking that. I was just thinking that, Malta.
Didn't see any of yous in the chat at all when we beat you lot as well. It's like they just crawl from under the nuclear vaults, don't they? Under the nuclear.
They normally live under Sellafield.
Under Sellafield, they crawl. They're like cockroaches. They just crawl from under the ground, don't they? And come out and scurry about when we lose, and when we win again, it's like quick Scarpa, ground zero.
I wouldn't get too cocky if I were them. Like, they're playing Villa tomorrow. That's not going to be an easy game, obviously.
No, because you see, Villa are thinking that, you know, Villa are going to be out for blood. Villa are thinking that, you know what is? Man City in second place is there for the taking.
Oh, they're terrible, Man City, yeah.
Now, I mean, second, third, and fourth, right? With regards to prize money, there's a few million difference in prize money from being fourth and second. And on the honours list, right, you know, league champions and runners up is all that comes up. Like, you know, what was he called? Wenger he used to say, yeah, fourth place, the record books will show that we qualified for Europe. And then the interviewer was saying, yeah, but it won't show that you finished fourth. You don't get a trophy for being fourth. And Wenger said, yeah, but we're getting to the Champions League every season. Right? Yeah. Getting into the Champions League every season, fair enough. But the honours will show because you do get a runners-up medal for the league title. Right? And Villa, one of the old English sides, you know, successful European Cup winners, right? You know, big clubs, won the European Cup, right? Finishing runners-up would be an amazing feat for them. It'd be good for English football. You know,
I totally agree.
You know, for us old blokes, you know, I'd love to see a Villa or an Everton win the title in my lifetime again.
Yes.
You know, because
I would agree.
I remember those sides. You know, I remember Reedy's Everton side. You know, and you know, and it was like, yeah, you know, and even like Forest as well. You know, like Forest when they won. I mean, I was just a young one, but because my mum's brother lived in Nottingham, so you know, it was all about Forest winning back-to-back European Cups and that. You know, when I was a young one.
They had a good manager though.
Oh, they did, like Sunderland lads. But yeah, I think Villa will really be thinking that Man City, because it's funny, Man City can do one of two things. They could win every game between now and the end of the season and win the title at a canter if they wanted to, right? Pep has actually benched, what do you call it? Haaland today.
Is he?
Yeah.
Cheers, Mark.
Erling Haaland and Phil Foden left out the Man City team for the Wolves clash.
Jeez.
Right? So, and that'll be because of the Bodo Glimt result.
Yeah, possibly. Mind you
Right.
saying that, it was a bit, to be fair, I mean, Man City against Bodo Glimt, the temperature was minus bloody 9. Jesus Christ. That all their players must have visited the pawn shop beforehand, because I'll tell you what, they were all looking for welders at the Brass Monkey shops.
Right. Now,
Minus
the thing
9, that's a cold to be running about with a temperature of minus 9. That's bitter.
Now Bodo Glimt is inside the Arctic Circle.
I know it is.
Right. And it is the European equivalent of playing in Bolivia at altitude.
Yes.
Right. And at home, in 43 games, Bodo Glimt have only lost 9 European Cup matches, Champions League matches at home in 43 home matches, right? And they've beaten everybody, literally. Like Spurs won there, but coming, again, I think that Bodo Glimt game, he had Haaland out, who didn't score, and in that game, Haaland played the full 90. And he didn't even have a shot on target. He had 3 shots off target in that game, right? Now, when you've got Cherky and you've got Foden there, and then Rodri got sent off in that match as well, and it was just like Klopp's shown he can be ruthless. The only player Klopp would never bench or drop is Messi. I mean, Klopp in his heyday, he had Messi, Iniesta, and Xavi, right? And Puyol, and they were the undroppables because they gave 110% in every game. And he's thinking, you know what? You're Norwegian, right? Yeah, you're playing at temperature and that, but you're meant to be a Viking. You didn't turn up for the game, mate. Turkey scored, but that was just a consolation. They were already 3-0 down when they scored.
Yeah. There's an interesting comment in the chat there about Champions League or 5th place league, as Trevor Coleman
5th place
calls
league.
it. Yeah.
5th place league due to Chelsea, Man City, and Liverpool's coefficient, by the way.
He's just put a post up saying West Ham, though, LOL. I've just says, yeah, well, how did you get on against them in the league?
Let me think. Shall we keep quiet about that, shall we?
Yeah, just banter. Let them carry on. Anyway, Enzo Lefebvre.
Yes,
Okay, Richie.
Gents, I'm gonna have to shoot off. I've just ordered some food, so my food's on its way. So I'm sorry to be rude, but I'm shooting off. But it's been a pleasure to be back.
Good to have you back, Rich.
I will.
Nice to see you again, Richie.
I'll tune in from my desk on Monday night.
Nice to have you back, mate. And you enjoy your Saturday afternoon, mate. Nice to see you back. Thanks, pal.
You too, boys. Bye-bye now.
Ta-ra. Yeah, good to see Richie back. Absolutely. Enzo Lefebvre, what would you give Enzo Lefebvre?
Best 60%. He was below par.
He was, you know what it is? He was below par. I mean, again, in the last 2 games, he scored, and I would have given him solid 80, 85s today. Yeah, 60%. I think the whole team, just like in the first half, just didn't turn up.
They didn't. First half, first 5 minutes, we were all right. Rest of the first half, we were shite. Simple as that.
Trey Hume, what would you give him out of 100?
20.
20,
He was crap.
Yeah,
he was crap
you read
today.
my mind.
He's been quite good for the last 3 or 4 games, but today he shouldn't have been on the field. Simple as that.
Robbie.
20%. 80. He's
hold up 81 because I did say he was going to score.
Yeah, his hold up play wasn't as good as it has been, but it was a cracking goal he scored.
I actually did get the scoreline right, but in the wrong way. I said it was going to be 3-1, and I did say Brobby was going to score.
You did.
I did say I did, didn't I?
You did.
3-1 Brobby, right? didn't realise that it was going to be an Australian upside down 3-1 Brobby to score a bloody consolation.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
And that's a sign of a good striker, you know. The sign of a good striker is, in the face of adversity, can still keep going, because strikers have to be selfish.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, good point from Tony O'Reilly there. Maybe it's a bit too much pressure on his shoulders for him today. Yeah. Wouldn't disagree, Tony.
What would you give Eliza Mayenda then?
10%. He was totally
He was anonymous. He was anonymous. I'll give him 15%.
Worse than Trey Hume?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even though Trey Hume gave away 2 goals, Mayenda, he didn't show up, right, in a position that he knows. Trey Hume, still, he is not a deep line midfielder, right? There's been a bit of a, what's it called? You know, there has been a bit of a change around, you know, to possible positions and stuff like that, but nah, not for me, mate. Not for me.
What about the subs, Dennis Serkin?
Serkin, I'd give him a solid 60.
Yeah. I was thinking, you know, he wasn't on that long. He didn't do anything out of the ordinary. He didn't cock up. So yeah, 60s. Yeah.
Okay. Talby, what would you give Talby?
Again, somebody who he came on, he didn't do anything much, but he didn't give anything away much.
50.
So yeah, 50, 60.
Yeah. Racking through these subs. That's fair. Seems fair enough. Luke 09.
Again, he wasn't on for that long. Had a good
55,
cross,
because he had a
good
shot.
cross/shot. I'm
He
not
hit the
sure which
crossbar.
it was, but
Shot on
hit
goal.
the crossbar, hit
50.
the post, hit the keeper. Yeah, 65 maybe.
65.
For Luke.
Okay.
I've
Wilson.
got to go 3 o'clock. I've got to jump onto a work call.
Okay, mate. Great to have you on board, Malta.
I'll be tuning in on Monday from my desk down in the south.
Okay, mate. All the best to you, fella.
Right.
Cheers,
see you,
Malta.
lads. Right.
It's always good as well to have Malta on the channel as well. But have a good
is.
day, mate. Spot on, fella.
Who was the other sub? Wilson.
Yeah. What would you give Wilson?
That shot he had 0%, but to be fair, 40%.
Not as good as the other subs, eh?
Yeah, I think the only one we've missed out is Diarra, who came on half time. And I would have to say, I think for Diarra, I've got to give him 70.
Give Diarra 70.
We were vastly improved once he came on the field.
Yeah, totally agree. Much better when he came on. How do I rate Regis Labrie? I'm going to give Regis a low score here. I'm going to give Regis Labrie a 30 out of 100.
Yeah, he made the wrong choice of first starting 11. Really, you know, however, he did bring on subs at halftime. I think he did realise he'd made a mistake, brought on the subs at halftime, which was, by which point we were 3-0 down, so it was a bit bloody late. Yeah,
changed it second half, but it was too late.
Yeah, just going to answer a comment from Colton Connor. PSV, that's the Phillips Works team, mate. Nothing special. It's the Phillips Works team.
After just your thingy. Alright, well, it swings and roundabouts. I've just put for Regis Labrie, bad decisions today that cost us. Wrong formation and starting lineup. Changed it half time. Come on. Changed it at half time, and we were miles better. But
yeah, and
that
that sums
was already
it up.
done.
That really does sum it up. Bad day at the office in the first half, better day at the office in the second half. But when you go 3-0 down, you're going to struggle to get back from that.
It is, anyway, I'm going to head off now. I'm going to get a bite to eat. Thanks for everybody who's took part in the chat. Even you, Connor, you're taking the mic, but you're contributing to the channel. So thank you as well, whatever you're saying.
We don't mind a bit of banter, do we?
He's not being rude. He's just taking the mic, which I didn't mind. It's like, look, we can take it. We give it. We can take it.
Oh yes.
So enjoy the rest of your day, and it's going to be interesting reading what all the other YouTubers think of this, because we all feel the same. We all feel the same today.
Yeah.
So I will end the stream there. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I'm going to get myself a spicy pot noodle. Catch you later.